YouTube, I am back. It's Pokemon Unbound. We're up to the 6th gym, and I was telling Twitch this gym, really hard actually. It's like surprisingly hard. I don't know why I say surprisingly hard. I think I said this in the bug playthrough, like the two hardest gym leaders, at least in the post-game ones, but maybe even in the pre-game ones. With the flying type gym, which, you know, takes over speed control, and this fighting type gym, which also takes control of speed basically. Anytime you're not in control, are you in control? Answer, no. You're just not in control. Regardless of what Fast and Furious says, you're not in control if you're not in control. Anyway, so I've come to a solution for this. It's not a very clean solution, I'm going to be very, very honest with you. I might lose. I think there's a bit of variance in it. But theoretically, I have done it, so like it can be done. Anyway, let me just tell you what the task at hand is if we choose to accept it, which we have to, otherwise I'm not going to be able to finish this series. This is the battle. The gimmick is Trick Room for weight, so the heavier the Pokemon is, the faster they move. And they just use the heaviest Pokemon in the game. They're not quite all the heaviest Pokemon in the game, but they are pretty close to being the heaviest Pokemon in the game. Certainly heavier than any Dark-type Pokemon I can get at this stage in the game. In fact, the only Pokemon that's in this category is Guzzlord for the Dark types, and Guzzlord, they have it, and I don't have it. So, Mudsdale, Celesteela, Guzzlord, Buzzwole, 3 Ultra Beasts, by the way, Wailord, and Terrakia, which again, I can't remember what it's called now, like the Swords of Justice or something like this. Either way, legendary. So it's a pretty big step up from, you know, the old days where we were fighting, like, you know, Odysseys and stuff like this. And generally speaking, it's actually, like, the gym is super, super hard, because normally, like, one of the ways that this game's, like, balanced, right, is that if you want a fast Pokemon, you have to put your EVs into the speed stat, right? In this gym, they don't have to, obviously, so not only do they have these, like, super powerful Pokemon compared to me, they've actually not had to put, like, anything in the speed investments. Now, I know you can see the stats here that they have got some speed investments, but 6 points, like, here and there, who cares? The big one's the 252, which they're putting all in HP stats, so this is a really tough battle in terms of, like, the health of the Pokemon I'm going to deal with. They're all pretty bulky boys. And then they boost either, like, attacking stats or defensive stats if they're going to stall, in the case of Celesteela. Other things that are really annoying, one of the ways I could have tried to win this was through, like, a stall-based team. But my stall-based strategy would probably be via, like, Toxic Spikes. Wailord and Terrakion have got heavy-duty boots. Celesteela is a flying type, so it's pretty awkward for me to try and do that type of thing. Other issues I've got is Dark types are weak to fighting type moves. Buzzwole has a fighting type move which restores its health, and also it snowballs out of control because it beast boosts its attack, so if it kills something, it gets an attack boost. That's really annoying. Terrakion has got Close Combat and Sacred Sword. Sacred Sword ignores your stats when it hits as a fighting type move, which means if you try and boost up your defensive stat, Terrakion doesn't give a shit. He'll just use Sacred Sword, boosted by his Sword Sense because it doesn't ignore his own boost, and he'll just kill you. Oh, and even more fun, justified, if you get hit by a Dark type move, you get a stat boost, right? I assume it's attack boost. I'm Dark type, so, you know, that's not really playing into my hands, right? Other things to be scared of, Wailord has got Water Spout. Water Spout does a ton of damage depending on the amount of health you've got. Wailord also comes with Regenerator, so they can swap it out potentially to try and reset its health back to full, to then Water Spout me and absolutely ruin my day. Also, if I try to set up like some sort of defensive stall strategy, they've got Clear Smog, so they can reset stats back to normal. Also, if I try to do this, Mudsdale has Roar, and Roar will knock me out of the battle, mean I lose all my stats, and swap something else in. So realistically, it's really hard to do any sort of stall-based strategies. And I'm even more annoying that the best staller here is actually Celesteela. Celesteela's got an unbelievably high defensive stats, like it's just renowned for being this big, bulky, blocky Pokemon. It has Substitute, which it has Substitute with almost like a priority type thing with Trick Room for weight. So it'll go first and set up a Substitute before you can like do damage to it while the Substitute's not up. And it's really annoying to put statuses on Celesteela because Substitute normally blocks most statuses. And it sets it up with basically like a priority type move. So it's a really awkward Pokemon to deal with. And then it has Leech Sheet and Leftovers. Also, you can't knock off a Substitute, right, and get the item off. So it's a really, really annoying Pokemon to deal with Celesteela. And more to the point, not only have to like work through all of this, it will then spam Air Slash and try and flinch you as well. So it's a really horrible Pokemon to deal with. But the big issue really is Buzzwole. Buzzwole has got 2 different types of attack, which both do super effective damage to most Dark types, and they heal it. So it's a really, really, really nasty Pokemon to deal with. So that's kind of like what we're up against, generally speaking. Also, Guzzlord is here. Guzzlord has got a really good coverage. So that's all I've really got to say about that. And Mudsdale, if I try and use physical attacks into it, it's got stamina. Anytime it gets hit by a physical move, it gains a defensive point. What's really annoying is my dark types, as I said before, are mainly physical attackers, so it's actually really awkward for me to deal with Mudsdale as well. So all in all, this battle is so unbelievably stacked against me. Normally one of the ways as well you would get around this, at least for the refight, is you set up Trick Room. Because Trick Room reverses the weight Trick Room, so the lightest Pokemon go first instead, which basically means that I always have speed control from then on. No Dark-type Pokemon learns Trick Room at this point in the game. I can't have it, so I've like been scrimping and like, you know, trying my hardest to think of solutions to these problems. And I'm gonna tell you, it's taken me multiple days of like sitting down there, like figuring things out to come up with a 6 I'm content with. It's still, I don't think, the perfect one. Actually, I should say before I even go through the team, there is actually a Pokemon in the box right now, Xerath, that I made for this battle and came to the conclusion at the last possible moment that it wasn't actually the best option for this. I'll talk about that in a bit, but let's talk about the 6 that have made the squad. Also this time, maybe we'll show the stats. Maybe we'll show the EVs this time, I'll remember right. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is, since this battle is... I'm never going to have speed control, right? I want to get off on the right foot. I wanted a Pokemon that could either really punish a huge swap-in, or it could punish the Pokemon that is in the first slot, aka Mudsdale. The only Pokemon I could come to the conclusion of that could fit this brief was Agent Jones, aka Crawdaunt. Crawdaunt has got adaptability. Adaptability boosts same type attack bonus by... Does it come 1.75 times instead? I actually can't remember what the boost is on the adaptability anymore with a normal stab move. But either way, it boosts its stab moves greatly. So if this thing does a water type damage or any dark type damage, it does mega damage. So much so that even with Mudsdale, which is quite a defensive Pokemon, it will get one-shot by a Crabhammer. So that's kind of like the starting brief. I Crabhammer the Mudsdale. Now, to actually make this calculation work, I think I've got max attack and I've had to put a life orb on it, and it only just kills it. My other idea of this Pokemon was that if the Mudsdale wouldn't switch in, like, I was like, figuring this is like a flowchart. If Mudsdale would want to swap out, instead I could have gone on a line where I did knockoff instead, which does actually huge damage to quite a lot of these Pokemon, because adaptability, stab, knockoff on a Pokemon that's got a really high attack stat is really good. Unfortunately, it doesn't normally swap, so we're going to Crabhammer the first Pokemon. If we miss, we're going to reset, because I'm going to guarantee to lose from there. Final moves on it, Sword Stance, in case I somehow get some turns to set up. It's probably unlikely that's ever going to happen. And Aqua Jet if I need a little bit of priority move, just to quickly, you know, snipe a Pokemon at very low health. We can have adaptability boosted Aqua Jet. But this Pokemon is here to like be the brightest, shiniest star. It's going to, you know, fade away quite quickly, twice as fast as a lot of the other Pokemon here. So that's the first problem I had to get around. The second big problem was Buzzwole, and I actually have put one Pokemon in Buzzwole's camp. The Pokemon I put in Buzzwole's camp to like deal with it is Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz with Dark Flying typing has not a resistance, but it's only ×1 damage to both the Bug type moves and the Fighting type moves that Buzzwole is showing off. This should push it into its Ice move, which should be super effective damage into Mandibuzz. However, I've made my Mandibuzz so unbelievably defensive. This is as defensive as you can make a Mandibuzz. So actually it takes Ice Punch relatively well. I've also given it leftovers so that it can like passively regenerate a bit of healing over time. And this Pokemon is here purely to stall Pokemon. It's actually really good in this battle for multiple different reasons. Like, this is very bulky Pokemon. It's basically like the Shuckle of the last series. Mandibuzz is filling that role this time. It can sit here, put Toxic on Buzzwole, and it can just Iron Defense, Roost, till the cows come home. It can even knock off some really pesky items, like, for example, if it can get a knockoff from the Celesteela to get rid of its leftovers, that is fantastic news. Not only can Mandibuzz deal with the Buzzwole, it's actually quite good into the Guzzlord as well, which this Pokemon doesn't have a particularly high special defense. I'd say that, actually, it's got a really good special defense, but it's not as high as the defensive stat on this Pokemon. But even so, it can get a Toxic off onto the Guzzlord. And the real like crux of this battle and why it's going to be really hard for me to win is I need to Toxic both Guzzlord and Buzzwole at some point, whilst keeping Pain alive for the majority of it. If I can achieve that, then there is great success in my future. But this Pokemon is like the only one that can sit here and tank almost every Pokemon there, with maybe the exception of Terrakion. which is why then I came to my next Pokemon, which is a really odd one. I have Sableye here, basically to help me deal with Terrakion. Also, somewhat helps me with Buzzwole as well, but not quite as perfectly as some of the other Pokemon are. I put Keen-Eye on this Pokemon because I don't need Prankster. Oh, by the way, I got really upset about, Prankster not working last time. I'll show you now when you go into the battle. There's a guy by the boss is like, hey, Prankster doesn't work here, by the way. It doesn't quite say that, but it says any ability that gives priority is negative in this gym. I've never seen it before. I think it must be an insane specific thing. And when I did the book playthrough, I couldn't have any priority giving abilities at this point in the game. So I just never noticed it. I've never seen it before. This is the first time it's ever come up, so I was a bit less salty after the fact that I was like, okay, the guy actually does tell you that it doesn't work. But either way, Prankster doesn't work, so I've taken Prankster off this Pokemon because actually it was a really weird interaction. If this Pokemon is Prankster and you do a non-Prankster based Will-O-Wisp, if it goes into Guzzlord, it negates it because Guzzlord's a dark type even though you didn't get the priority to begin with. So actually it was detrimental to have Prankster on in this battle. The Keen-Eye doesn't really matter, I don't think there's anything going to lower my accuracy, but I thought, you know what, why not? We'll have a Sableye, Maleficent this is, that will be like a attacking Sableye as opposed to the other one that will be a bit more supportive. This thing's got a really high defensive stat because it needs to basically take hits from Terrakion at some point. But it doesn't have to take too many hits from Terrakion, theoretically, because Terrakion has 2 fighting-type moves, and fighting-type moves can't hit the ghost-type moves, which is really good for me because otherwise, I was screwed! I couldn't really think of a good solution to deal with Terrakion other than having a ghost-type, and this is my only dark ghost-type I have access to at this point. The other thing that's really nice about Sableye is it actually has access to Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp cuts the attack of a Pokemon in half, and Terrakion just wants to set up like 6 sword stances and then sweep the entire team. With a Will-O-Wisp, I can cut its attack in half, and then it doesn't do as much damage. And actually, the only move that Terrakion can hit this Pokemon with is Rock Slide, which is really awkward still because it can flinch, but also it can miss, to be fair, and it's only going to be doing like 30-something% damage to me. I will also say I wanted to have a different berry on this Pokemon. I wanted Key Berry ideally, but I don't have access to Key Berry yet. Then I was going to put on, is it Maranga Berry, the one which boosts defense in a pinch? I actually can't remember what it is now. It's not Maranga, it's something else. Ganyon or something? I don't remember. But either way, the one that, if you're at low health, gets a defensive raise. I was going to put this on this Pokemon because if it actually gets a +1 defense stat, it's pretty tanky versus Terrakion. Unfortunately, I don't have either of the berries, although I think I could have got the other berry if I really farmed for it, but I couldn't be bothered waiting. So instead I put a citrus berry on it just to restore some health. Other than that, this Pokemon is here just to stall other Pokemon out while they're toxic or burnt. This is kind of why I said it's also a bit of a Buzzwole answer. If I think Buzzwole is going to do a Drain Punch, I can swap into this Pokemon, and the Drain Punch won't affect me. But the problem is that Leech Fang will affect me, and it'll do neutral damage, and it'll do a pretty sizable chunk to this Pokemon. But either way, with Detecting and Stall turns out, I can recover to stay on the field for a bit longer, and I got Sucker Punch for any situation where I need a little bit of chip damage. So, these were the first couple of Pokemon that, got locked in. Next one I wanted to, try and have a solution for is Wailord. Wailord has got a big damaging move in the form of Water Spout, which does more damage the more health you've got, and I can't outspeed it, really. I could out priority and chip it, but it's not really, helping me. When I did this battle, when I did this battle before, I did something, but I didn't actually do something. I did something completely different, so maybe I won't say that. But when I had this battle before, I had a really unusual Grass-type Pokemon, which basically could eat the hit, and then hit it back harder, and cause it to faint. And I've basically done the same thing from the book playthrough. I've got a Grass-type Pokemon that can take the Water Spout very well, and can hit it back really hard. And that is Dr. Eggman, but it actually can take the water attack so well because it has got the ability Water Absorb. This is the other ability on Cacturn, or one of the other 3 abilities on Cacturn. We've not seen it so far, but we're going to see it now. Water Absorb lets me do some pretty big... it lets me take Water Spout and take no damage. I get immunity to water, which is pretty big because Water Spout would actually kill some other Grass Dark types. Even with a resistance to it, that's how much damage this move can do. Fortunately, this can just take it very happily. The other thing I've put on this Pokemon is a Yacha Berry. You might be wondering what a Yacha Berry is. A Yacha Berry reduces super effective ice damage by half, because if I don't have a Yacha Berry on it, it will die to... I think it's got Ice Beam on it, the Wailord. But with this combination of item and stats and ability, Wailord can't kill me in one turn, which is crucial because the one issue this gym's got is that Pokemon are all really heavy. So they take a lot of damage from things like Grass Knot, which is based on the opponent's weight. There is another move, Low Kick, as I've also got on this Pokemon, which also does more damage the heavier the Pokemon is. So I can boost these kind of more niche moves and take them up to like a 120 base power moves with like no downside on it. In fact, for the sake of Grass Knot, it's actually stab as well. And basically, Cacturn can take a hit for a Wailord and Grass Knot the Wailord, and it will one-shot it. That's what it's here for. That's all it's going to do. It's got a really weird stat because it's a Grass Knot's a special attacking move, and I've got it as Adamant still. I did this partially because it's, you know, expensive to change the ability, and I didn't really need to change the ability. It was fine as Adamant with this amount of special attack. But also, I might need to Sucker Punch damage down the line, and it's kind of a mixed attack, so I thought, you know what, we'll try and give it a bit of attack, we'll try and give it a bit of special attack as well. But it's statted basically so that you can one-shot the Wailord. I think it's guaranteed one-shot on the Wailord with Grass Knot. The low kick, maybe, if I get a really lucky switch. I think if we low kick the Terrakion, it would one-shot it. But I'm not expecting that. And I finally got Spiky Shield. Again, if I need to stall someone out with Toxic, I get one turn of like a Protect. If it's a physical attacker as well, it'll take a bit of damage from the Protect. And then, goodbye, Dr. Agron, because I think you're going to perish, because you are not the bulkiest of boys at the best of times. The next Pokemon on the agenda is like the glue that holds all this together, because one of the issues of this battle is I'm going to really struggle to have any proactive play beyond my first play. I'm going to be much more reactive, and Dorian is a really good Pokemon for dealing with like reactive situations. Scrafty is a really good... Why have you still got Jolly on you? That's a really fantastic question. You know what, I'm gonna change this while I'm talking. Scrafty is a really good Pokemon because it's very bulky. It also has Intimidate on this Pokemon, which lowers their attack stat by 1, which means I even get more benefit out of the defense stat than I would normally get. And you may have just seen as well from the item, I did grab this off camera. I've got an Assault Vest on this Pokemon because it has 4 attacking maneuvers. If you have 4 attacking maneuvers on your Pokemon, Assault Vest reduces damage you're going to take by, on the special side, by half, right? I think it's 50% increased. I just can't remember what the Assault Vest gives you, but it gives you a big boost to your special defense. Which means this Pokemon can theoretically swap into like scary attackers and reduce their attack stat and maybe like live the return. It can also, and this is really what I'm going to be using it for, because I didn't have a Pokemon that could deal with the Guzzlord attacks very well. This Pokemon can go in front of Guzzlord and take their hits fairly well. And that'll cause them to like cycle into another Pokemon. Basically, there's going to be a whole game of they go Guzzlord, I go Scrafty. They go Buzzwole, I swap to something different. And it's going to like cycle around from that. The moves I've got on this Pokemon, I've got Drain Punch, because theoretically if this boy can stay around for a while, he gets a lot of value, right? So what move gives me more sustain? Drain Punch, healing. Fake Out, because I need to stall turns out for Toxic, and this gives me a turn basically to stall. Low Kick, because I said before, it does more damage the heavier Pokemon is, and some of these Pokemon are really heavy. And actually can kind of like one-shot a lot of the cast. Finally got Fire Punch in this thing, just purely to punch Buzzwole with it, because my other moves don't really do a lot to Buzzwole. It probably won't ever really come up. It, like, theoretically could come into Celesteela as well, but I think actually Low Kick does more damage to Celesteela than Fire Punch. But if I need to punch a Buzzwole at some point, I do, like, a tiny bit more damage than I would otherwise would do. We've got Scrafty here to do that. But yeah, let me quickly change his ability, because I don't need Jolly. I know that for a fact. That's an artifact of the all times. I will actually give you some more special defense. And in fact, I don't need speed at all in this battle. So, you know what? We'll make you a sassy Pokemon. Actually, now I say that, I really don't need special attack at all. So maybe I'll do this. Future-proof it, basically. I mean, either way, I think I could win the battle from here, so it didn't really matter. But you know what? That's even better. I've won this battle with Dorian not in his final form. Now I can beat it in the final form. Anyway, the final Pokemon is the one I really and ahed over, because I need some way to deal with Celesteela. And as I said, Celesteela has got a disgusting stat line defensively. Like, it's so unbelievably bulky. And with its Beast Boost with Ultra Beast, I don't know what stat it actually boosts, but it'll boost one of its defensive stats and become almost unkillable. And then it just sits there, like, stalling with, like, what's it called now? Leech Seed healing. With Leftovers healing, it will substitute as well. And it's so tanky that sometimes you can't kill the substitute in one hit, you need 2 hits. By which point it's healed, like, 4, like, separate instances with Leftovers and so on and so forth. It actually can just sweep through your team by just purely stalling your team out. So I needed an answer to that Pokemon, and I didn't really have a good answer to it. And I came to the conclusion there was only one answer. by answer to everything that is big and hard to remove. That's right, it's Cool. It's Perishong time. Cool still got Prankster on it, which is actually probably not a good thing, but I couldn't be bothered changing Prankster because it's actually quite awkward to get Prankster back onto this guy again. So I thought I'll leave it. It shouldn't come up. The only situation where this could be a problem is if I need you to kill Guzzlord, Cool. But even then I can Brave Bird it instead. This Pokemon's got Perishong, it's got Roost to stall, Brave Bird, Mean Look to trap things in, and it's holding an Eviolite. I'm letting you know right now that the AI is very wise to my tricks. It will always try and swap Celesteela out in front of Murkrow because I think it knows I've got the Perishong. So the ideal situation is I kill everything except Celesteela and then Murkrow can kill Celesteela with Perishong. And the rest of my cast just stalls it out instead. One of the other big things about Perishong, by the way, is it also works through Substitute, so they can't substitute around it. So yeah, that's going to be the ideal gimmick. The other thing I would like to do at some point, and I've kind of mentioned this before, Pain's got knockoff. If you can knock off Celesteela on a swap, it's so big to get rid of that leftovers, I can actually beat them without the Perishong. Also, sometimes I can swap into a Will-O-Wisp onto Celesteela, and if I can Will-O-Wisp it as well, like to knock its health down every single turn, then I can actually chip it down and beat it as well. So we have lights to win, but it's really messy, and just for warning you right now, sometimes I'm going to get done by a bad swap. There's a lot of moves that aren't 100% accurate either, like Will-O-Wisp isn't, and Crab Hammer isn't. And if one of those goes wrong, then we have the world's saddest time. But I think this is about as close to a good as party to win this as I could get. I'll just let you know as well right now, the last Pokemon which is not going to come with us, but I had planned to bring with us, was Zeref. Zeref was here to deal with Buzzwole, but I kind of came to the conclusion that Mandibuzz would deal with Buzzwole instead and try and deal with the Guzzlord at the same time. Air Cuts could have one-shot the Buzzwole, but it was so hard to pin the Buzzwole down that it just came really well to use Zeref. Also, I thought I could put Dark Pulse on this Pokemon. I can't right now, so I didn't really have a good stab Dark type move. So I ended up, I left Zeref out in the end. But maybe if I'm getting really, bogged down or something, I'm really stuck, maybe we'll consider pivoting the squad. Anyway, I remembered this time, here are the EV spreads of the Pokemon. I think I've removed speed off almost all of them, unless, it didn't matter at all what the speed stat was, because obviously it doesn't matter in this battle what the speed stat is. Adrian Jones is here, max attack, very nice. Eggman is here. Yeah, it has a bit of attack, a bit of special attack as well, just to make sure it can kill the Wailord and do some decent damage on the Sucker Punch. Maleficent here, as defensive as you can make this Pokemon, with a bit of attack stat. Doran's got a really weird EV spread, which just seems to work right now, so I just kind of left it. I did make a small change other than the ability, which you just saw me change. It had 6 speed points on it, and I took the 6 speed points off and put it into, defense instead. So it's a bit bulkier than the previous Dorian versions we've seen, but not by a lot. Pain, max defense, bit of extra special defense as well for when I go into the Guzzlord at some point. And then finally, Cool. I can't really change your stats. Your defense is pretty weak, but it doesn't matter. You're here to deal with Celesteela. I've actually swapped all your defensive points into your special defense. Yeah, you're here for Celesteela, Celesteela alone. If Cool is in front of anything else, I fucked up. Alright, let's go beat the gym leader. And then we can complete one of our goals of the series. We can get Jesse and James back together again. Alright, let me create a save state here, because I think we're going to use save states. Also, just as a mention, as I said before, it does actually tell you the priority abilities don't work in this gym. If you speak to this guy, you can't use fairy type moves, you can't use priority abilities. Fair enough, they told me what the gimmick was. Alright, so I'm not annoyed anymore. Anyway, let's go. I'll also say I practiced this yesterday, so I've probably forgotten what I meant to do. But I know what I did turn 1. Turn 1 is always Crab Hammer. Sadly, I was trying to get a calculation where I could get knockoff to deal with Mudsteel as well, but it doesn't quite work. And actually, if I knock off, it gets a defensive boost, and then Aqua Jet can't kill it. But yeah, Mudsteel, for whatever reason, likes to stay in versus Crawdon, which is fine. As long as I don't miss the Crab Hammer. Okay, we are still in it, man. This should just one-shot. Very nice. I take Life Orb damage where it's kind of okay. This Pokemon is here to shine twice as brightly, but burn twice as fast. That being said, I should try and keep it alive, just so that I can get safe swaps down the line. Okay, so here's Guzzlord. Guzzlord, as I said, is a bit awkward for me to deal with, but we'll find a way. There's two lines for this. Either I go into Mandibuzz or I go into Dorian. Dorian can take the hit quite nicely. I think we'll just go into Dorian. And you'll see what Assault Vest Scrafty's all about. The Intimidate doesn't matter because he has no physical attacking moves. Went for Dark Pulse. Not effective. Into me. That was a crit, by the way. So, pretty good. So they're going to swap again. And I'm going to catch the swap. It almost always goes into Buzzwole. If it goes into Terrakion, we're probably going to lose. It'd be a really weird swap into Terrakion, though. Alright, cool. Goes into Terrakion. It's not quite over yet, but it's pretty bad. I think we Toxic now. Because, yeah, it's going to do Swords Dance, which is a pretty big issue. Yeah, I think this is basically just GG, actually. Now I go into Dorian. This is the other reason I had Dorian with Intimidate. It can help deal with the Terrakion. Like, in theory, if I can get a good timing off of the low kick or the Drain Punch, I actually can just kill Terrakion in one. So it's actually +3 right now, but I think it could kill me in one. Either way, let the Toxic do the work. We'll clap its cheeks. And now the hope is that it can't kill me with +3, but I think it can. Actually, you know what? I know it can. So what we do now is we go into Maleficent. Why? Because it's going to use a fighting type move into me. It won't go for a rock type move. Perfect. Now it's going to go for a rock type move for certain, but I'm going to Detect instead. To stall out the timer. And now here's the really interesting part. I actually need to count this, sorry. I think this Sableye can't kill from here with its priority move. I'm fairly certain I've checked this. It does, like, no damage. It really is here to do, like, 1 damage. 8 to 10%. Do I believe this is 8 to 10%? I mean, I do. I mean, to be fair, Maleficent is really here to deal with Terrakion. The other line I take is I Will-O-Wisp instead and assume they're going to swap. But I'm not convinced they're going to swap. I think they might stay in. The other line is I go to Scrafty, Intimidate it again, which means it's +2 attack, and I take the Rock Slide. But I think I'll Sucker Punch it. I'll assume my calc on here is right. It's going to do 8 to 10% damage. Okay, that's actually huge. That was so well played around the Terrakion, and this is why I found it important for a Ghost type. Just to protect my Dark type Pokemon. Even though Sableye is not seen as like a, you know, a non-support Pokemon, which I guess kind of is doing a support role in a 1v1 sense. But, you know, it's done some business. Okay, now here's Wailord. Wailord is going to Water Spout. So you know what that means? It's time for Dr. Eggman. I'd like his music to be the Chemical Plant Zone, please, which is, by the way, one of the hypest gaming soundtracks I think there is. Okay, Wailord can't kill me now. The best they can do is Clear Smog, which, by the way, Clear Smog is not a particularly high damaging move. It is super effective. Look how much it's going to do to me. That's why Cacturn is going to have, you know, issues with the playthrough. Bit of a glass cannon, so to speak. Anyway, Eggman gets a kill, which is all he was here for. He was here to deal with the Wailord. And now I have 3 Pokemon. It's Guzzlord, Buzzwole, and Celesteela. Celesteela is fairly annoying because I think it's going to instantly... Oh no, it's going to use Air Slash. Yeah, definitely going to use Air Slash. So I don't want to go into Dorian right now. It'd be a pretty bad roll for me because it's a special move. I'd like to go into Cool Peristrong, but the problem is it will just instantly swap. I won't get the Mean Look off. So I think the best course of action for me is to go into Maleficent, take the Air Slash hit, and the real key of this, if I'm going to win this battle... Wow, he did Flamethrower. Okay, I didn't expect that. That's fine. The key of this battle, though, is not missing this Will-O-Wisp. If it does substitute, then so be it. They swap. That's actually pretty big still for me. Guzzlord? Okay, it's Guzzlord. The burn would be very nice. Okay, we get the burn. I prefer Toxic to get it down faster, but you know what? We can work with this. It's certainly a Dark-type move into my Sableye. When a Dark-type move is incoming, especially a Dark-type special move, we go to Dorian. Oh no, it hurt me so much. Now, they're almost certainly, and I could get caught out of one of these, but I think it's actually kind of okay if I get caught anyway. Let me go to Pain now. I think they'll go to Buzzwole again. Yeah. And this is how we win this battle. We just keep trying to stay one step ahead of the game. So, like, keep thinking of what the AI is going to do, and then do the opposite, effectively. I'm going to Toxic this guy. Another way I could lose this game, if Toxic misses enough times, I can lose. Okay, we've had perfect RNG so far. Another way I could lose this is a crit, but it's less likely now, I think. We're not out of the woods yet, by the way. Celesteela can definitely still kill me from here. We want to get off an Iron Defense now. Don't crit me, don't thingy me as well, Frostbite me. Thank you. I think I'll take a hit now. We're +2 defense with Iron Defense. The leftovers heals me for a little bit. And now we roost. And this Pokemon just sits here stalling. We get a free swap into Guzzlord. I could try and stay in front of Guzzlord for a little bit. Equally, I could just not. I could just do this instead. I feel pretty happy about life. I lose my +2 attack, but who cares? You know, I'm missing like 10 health now. It just doesn't matter. Guzzlord goes with Core Enforcer, which I can't remember. You're a Dragon type move, right? So this will do more damage, but it still shouldn't be too bad. It does suppress my ability, which I don't think matters, right? Wait, does it come back on? Okay. I was going to say, with suppression, it doesn't, like, reactivate my Intimidate, but no, it doesn't. There's a few lines I could take here. I could assume the Guzzlord swap is coming back in again. Sorry, the Buzzwole swap's going to come back in. Or I can just clap his cheeks and slow the game down. I'm actually going to clap cheeks. They do swap. Buzzwole. Okay. I get a bit of extra damage to Buzzwole, which is fine. The big question here is what's he going to do now? Because he can do... I mean, I'm going to go to Pain regardless, but he's going to do one of his moves, Drain Punch or Leech Fang. If I knew it was Drain Punch, which it is, I should have gone to Sableye instead, because I would have taken no damage. And this is like how he protects himself from Toxic, but Toxic does more and more damage over time, so eventually the damage dealt will be more than the healing he gets. Also, he doesn't want to Drain Punch because Ice Punch does more damage. We are still in the situation where a crit could ruin my day. As soon as Buzzwole goes, like, the equations get a lot easier. Okay, I get a free Roost. This should be Celesteela, I think. Oh no, Guzzlord again, okay. I probably could just stall in front of Guzzlord. Oh, by the way, I PP maxed Roost. You may have noticed. Because I carried to the conclusion, I'm probably going to need it. So yeah, I could knock this guy off now. I just take the Core Enforcer. But I could just swap. I could just swap. Also, the crucial thing about all this, it might seem like really anal what I'm doing right now. Remember that these are Ultra Beasts. All the last 3 Pokemon are Ultra Beasts. So if they pick up a kill, they're going to get a stat raise to one of their, their key stats. Guzzlord, I believe, is Special Attack. Buzzwole is Attack. I can't remember Celesteela now. I think it's Special Defense, but I'm not entirely certain. It's that or Defense. So they can easily snowball through my team with like 2 or 3 stat boosts. So I have to give them the respect they deserve. That crit's pretty bad for me. We are hitting the point now where Dorian is not going to be that useful anymore. I'll try and keep Dorian alive for a bit longer because I think they will swap back to Buzzwole again. Also, if I can kill Guzzlord off and Buzzwole off before Celesteela, as I said, we get a guaranteed win condition with Kaichong. They actually stayed in this time, which is the correct choice. How much is this going to do? It's pretty bad, but as I said, it's not the end of the world right now. I'm actually going to try and knock off. Okay, I'm so... Why did I, at the last second, become the greediest boy of all time? I've put my mandibles at a bit of a risk now. It's okay as long as I kill Guzzlord and... Which, Guzzlord will die now. If I can kill off the bug, Buzzwole, it's fine. But it has created a little bit of a messy situation. I think I can just spam Roost. And as long as I'm not crit, I think I'm okay. Okay, I've actually potentially thrown this. Because now Buzzwole is going to be really hard for me to deal with. Not impossible. Actually, fairly impossible that I look at it. Okay, next calculation. Buzzwole versus Crawdaunt. How much does Aquajet do? Because Buzzwole is pretty bulky. And I've not knocked off his item, sadly. 25%. One of the other reasons why I want to do this is that... Oh, by the way, priority moves work, just not abilities. One of the reasons why I want to do this is because I'll have so little health from like the life orb and stuff. He's actually not going to restore much back. He is now +2 attack though. So he's now in the marketplace for just one-shotting everything. I'm hoping the poison is low enough now that Maleficent can deal with this. But it's really, really messy. Also, I can't knock off leftovers anymore. Please kill with poison here. I actually have to go for Sucker Punch, but I think it's going to swap. Okay, that's monumentally huge, actually. Game-winningly huge. I think we may have a guaranteed win condition now, but I'm not entirely certain. Because all I need to do is get Perishong in front of Celesteela. Because I have Fake Out Detect here. So I think I need to use Eggman for a safe swap, because it doesn't boost an offensive stat. And its health doesn't matter anymore. I just need to get a safe swap into Murkrow without getting crit. Actually, the way we lose this now is the air/Murkrow and flinch it over and over and over again. The best I can do is low kick, which should do decent damage if it goes off, but it won't go off. Alright, it's all down to getting off a tune for cool. What are you actually boosting? Yeah, it's special defense. Don't flinch! Oh, it leech shielded, it's throwing. It's throwing. And they can't swap, so the game ends in 3 turns. And I have ways to stall 2 turns out. But Cool is such a showman, Cool wants to do it himself. So he's just spam Roost now. And I think now Cool can actually deal with it with his own body. One more time, Roost. Roost? Yeah, Roost. One more time, Cool. Okay, we get the flinch here, which is like what could have happened. Here's what I could have lost. And now we just swap. Because you know what? You three, you deserve to live. We'll go to Maleficent. Who I think will take a hit. But it doesn't matter either way. I mean, I guess it does. I kind of picked Cool over Maleficent. Perfect. I do live. Eat the citrus berry, which in the end I didn't really need. Oh, baby! That's what you get for trying to stall me. And would you look at this? First time, unbelievable. And after getting to a situation where I was like, oh, this pipeline I think leads to a defeat. No, I just engaged Brain 2. And Brain 2 came with a new pathway. Yeah, if you like, you better put a ring on it. That's right, Big Bo. Put a ring on me. Oh, Rock Climb. That's actually really big for me, because there's a lot of items you can get. Drain Punch as well. I wanted to learn this on some Pokemon. I was like, oh, where do you get the TM for it for? It's like, literally from this battle. It's like, oh, good. Great, thank you. Beautiful. Don't you love it when a plan comes together? Because I do. Okay. 204 save state. You never know, right? You never know. Okay, we're actually not done with this place because I didn't go into the sewers last time, and there's some useful stuff in the sewers. So let's do some sewer questing. I do need... Oh my god, I forgot what the move is. Fuck. There's a quest where I need something like... Is it Sweet Scent I need? Pokemon Unbound. Sweet Scent. What's Area Impulse? What? Sorry, just want to make sure I grab this while I'm down there. Not that it really matters. Am I going to use Sweet Scent? Probably not. Oh, it gives you Defog. Okay, fair enough. Defog is something I might use. And I need to know, is there a dark type Pokemon with Sweet Scent? That I have. Otherwise, that answers everything. There is no dark type Pokemon that learns Sweet Scent. Alright, I guess we're not going to get Defog then for now. I mean, I guess it's not strictly cheating if I go down there with a Pokemon of a different type and just go like, here's this Pokemon. I'm just not allowed to use it in battle, right? Although I guess by that logic, then I'm allowed to go in the raid den. You know what? Fuck it. I'll figure this out on a future date. We'll figure out if it needs defog down the line. Okay. You get in the box. I got so many Murkrows right now. We should also definitely take some of your items off. Actually, you could probably hold on to Life Orb. No, you won't. I'm not bringing you with me. I think you can hold on to the Assault Vest. I'm actually quite happy with your moveset right now. Maybe with the exception of Low Kick, but even that has some uses. And I guess you can hold on to the Evilite. There's no one else that really needs it right now, cool. Oh, by the way, off camera, I also did what I said I was going to do. I've bred better versions of these Pokemon, so they're actually, like, good now. I've got Pangoro. I don't think I changed the natures, though, so the natures might be a bit scuffed. Pangoro, pretty good stat line, right? Not perfect, actually. I didn't get perfect attack, but good enough. The next area as well, I get the ability to use Bottle Cap, so some of these issues won't really become issues anymore. As Iron Fist, currently these are the best moves I've got on it with Bullet Punch, my only punching move, Low Sweep and Parting Shot, but yeah, we'll get some more punching moves. Crawler, I think he's got Defiant, right? Yeah, Defiant. Again, pretty good stats. Not perfect, but pretty good. Currently is rocking Slash, Metal Claw, Fury Cutter, and Assurance. They're the best moves it's learned on level. And Myotismon the Muck, Gulp Shot, Acid Arm Disable Knockoff, and has Poison Touch. Not the best ability, again, I can have in this Pokemon, but kind of fun. And I didn't worry about the speed stat because it's a Muck. Anyway, let's bring a Alolan Muck. I do need to bring a Pokemon that knows Surf, though, so let me grab Pennywise. And I doubt I need a Pokemon that can surf in lava, but you know what? I'll bring a Pokemon that can surf in lava. Maleficent, I should probably put you in... You know what? You go in the Dark Lord box for now. I think in the future you're going to get transferred, because I doubt I'll ever use you ever again, but... You know what? I appreciate your service. Eggman can go back in the box. Do we bring the Keeper out? I guess we'll bring the Keeper out for a stroll. And I don't really want to bring all my Stally Pokemon out, so I'll leave you behind as well. Let's bring a Steel type. Let's bring you. We'll use Pangoro later. So yeah, Pennywise. Yeah, I'll bring Dorian out, actually. Dorian, you can stay in the party. We'll go with this. I'm sure I'm missing something very crucial, but we'll find that later. Okay, so my sidebar should be... this. Samurott Isui. Shrink the boy down. I don't have a flyer, actually. That should be fine. I'm going to the sewer anyway, so it's probably one of the few areas where you don't need a bird. I have Houndoom. I have Shiftry. I have Pawning It for the first time. No, you're the other one. You're Bishop, sorry. And I have one more. It's Muck, a Lullen Muck. Who's such a wide boy. You know what? I kind of like you dribbling onto the screen on the side. I'll leave you dribbling. Okay, let me use my favourite Pokemon Center, the one that robs you, again. And I'll finish up some of the quests in here. In fact, I don't know if I can get to the quest where I fight the leader of the Ferrothorn, or whatever they're called. But it'd be cool if I can. Okay, let's give you guys some items. You can hold on to... Oh, I got to look at Egg off camera as well, just like purely by complete luck. I was just wandering around like knocking off Pokemon with no plan in mind, and I got a lucky egg off... oh my god, what's it called now? The Pelican Pokemon. I'm sure it's called like Pelicabon. Wingull Pelipper. I knocked off a Pelipper and it just gave me a lucky egg, which is actually quite lucky. We should probably bring Amulet Coin with us just for some money, but I want the Muck to hold onto a wide lens. I also got a King's Rock off camera by just doing raid battles. Where's wide lens? I really can make my life easier by just doing this. Okay, you probably just want Mystic Water. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. And Crollo, you can hold on to... You know what, you can have the Life Orb. Why not? Okay, we are rip-roaring and ready to go into this sewer. Which actually, now that I think about it, I can't complete the whole sewer without Waterfall. But I'll do a bit of it. Also, probably should have brought a ground type into the sewer, or a psychic type, maybe. Oh, wow. That's fine. I don't need either of those types. Oh, that's a good start. Just instantly whiff an attack. Wow, you're bulkier than I thought. Oh my god. You hit with an 8% accurate move? Come on. Alright, see you later, Pennywise. Nice try. I really should lead with you now that I think about it. Yeah, that would have been smart. Alright. Frollo, let's see what you can do. Good moveset. I actually might want to check TMs in a second. Oh yeah, I forgot the level cap's being lifted as well. Really could have done with a ground type, it turns out. Guess do Assurance. Alright, just raw hits me with Thunder now. And paralyzes me, and you're gonna flinch me as well now. I did not pick up the kill though. Keeper, you can take one of these, right? You had discharge and you just raw thundered me. Kind of upset by that. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I don't know why I didn't think about pin missiles. Like, it's such a common move to go into Jolteon. You're so lucky, Keeper. 4 times weak to bug type moves. Oh, there's still a Pokemon left. It's just good old fashioned normal Muck. Beat him up. We're looking for a flinch, I think. Maybe 2 flinches, actually. Perhaps 4 flinches, actually. You know what, Keep, if you get another one, I'll swap. I'm sticking to my word. If you get another one, I'll swap. Alright. Actually, I was going to say, if you get another... Sorry, if you get another one, I wasn't going to swap because you were just going to get the kill. That's fine. You've done more than enough. You're probably faster than me now. Not that it really matters. Alright, maybe I'll make one more switch. Just one more tiny little switch. Eradicate, leave me alone. Let's bring a ground type with me. Okay, if it's the sewers with poison typing, fighting's not going to be that good. Where's my Moxie Crocodile? Is it you? Yeah, it is. Let's bring you. And I'll give you... You know what? You're going to make me big money. Where's the amulet coin? I guess it's at A. You're going to hold on to an amulet coin, and I'm going to bleed with you. And let me quickly check what's in the TM case. Because my Bishop is not very good. Do we have a good fighting type move? It's probably better than Slash. Do we have a good steel type physical move? Do we have a dark type move? Actually, Air Release is kind of interesting because you're very sad to fighting types. You know what? Where's Air Release? Give me Air Release back. Crollo, you don't need Fury Cutter. You don't learn Steel Wing, which probably is my best steel type move right now. You don't learn Drain Punch either. Good. I'm really happy with that situation. Isn't Assurance the same as Payback but better? I can't remember what Assurance is now. Yeah, double damage if he's taking damage this turn. And I think that's what Assurance does as well, but it's 60 versus 50, so I'll just leave it. Oh, you learn Stealth Rock. Actually, you learn Stealth Rock. Hold on a second. Let me get rid of Darude. We don't need Darude right now. Also, it's a TM, so I can put it back. You get Low Sweep. That's actually probably more appealing to me than Brick Break that I just put on you. For speed control. It's really my best steel type move right now. What's his name? Can't let Smart Strike. Okay, my best steel type move is Battle Claw. Alright, fine. It's better than it was. Okay. Back to the sewers. Look, I would have missed that beautiful TM over there. That might be Sludge Wave, actually. Something along those lines. Do you have Levitate by any chance? I guess there's only one way to find out. Yep, you Levitate. Okay. Insta poison. That's fine. That's why we have items. I was gonna say, I don't think Crunch should do that much, but we got a crit. Very lucky. Okay. Antidote, perfect. The game knew I needed one. Alright, let's get lost in this area again like I always do. Eradicate. Eradicate, will you take an earthquake? I probably should stop fighting just the general riffraff as well. We do need the experience, but it's going to give you, like, nothing. Here's okay. X special attack, nerd item. Also, I can't use it in this playthrough. Eradicate, do you die to a crunch? I will kill your entire family line if you die to crunches. Okay, you do. I have a bit more PP for that. Oh, that's, it'll be Galarian Weezing, I think, is in this area. It's a special Pokemon. Which actually is a really bad Pokemon to fight now that I think about it. I love the design. Really cool Pokemon. But yeah, you're Poison Fairy. I should really not be dealing with you right now. We'll see you later. Alright, where else can I go in this area? Let's use Repel. So we've been that way. We've not done this yet, but it doesn't matter. They don't need that. Alright, alright. I don't see any critters scampering around here, have you? Nope. Definitely not like 8 Raticates. And a very fancy looking Weezing. Excadrill. You are weak to ground, correct? Correct. Goodbye. Sweet Prince. I'm gonna guess that all your Pokemon are weak to ground since you didn't swap. Yep, you're all weak to ground. Does Electivire take one of these? Oh my god, your light screen up. That's kind of stupid unless you didn't have Reflect. Because that ain't gonna help you where I'm going. Alright, +2 attack. Man, Moxie's so scary when you get, like, snowballing in 1v1s. Bronzong. You might have Levitate. But actually, I should just not play into it because I've got a move that's good into Dark types. Also, I think if you had Levitate, they would have just instantly swapped. I don't know what your ability was then. But I thought you had Levitate and... Actually, I can't remember what the other ability is. I thought it was Sturdy, but maybe it's not. Alright, let's go with your ability to Bronzong. Are you a person who wishes to do battle? You are. Scolipede. You're Poison Book, so you are neutral with ground typing. You know what? Fuck it, let's set up some Stealth Rocks. Let's assume there's more bugs coming. I did not expect you to have a bug type move for reasons I don't know. Even though you're a bug type. Alright, see you later. Bebop out. We probably should go to either Myotismon or Crollo. Go to Crollo. Bug will be neutral. Holy shit, you took a lot more damage than I thought you were going to take. Aerial Ace. Actually, I didn't even think about it. It's not only good into the fighting types, it's actually good into the bug types. Crollo, you are leaving a lot to be desired so far, my friend. Right. I'd rather Crollo not die here, so I'll try and keep him alive. We'll go to my Otismon. It can't trigger Poison Point because it's a Poison type. Things are rolling through my team right now. Okay. We get the experience to pass around, and Stealth Rocks will go off now. Magna Zone. If only I did take the entirety of my health of my ground type. You know what? I believe electric is coming. It still shouldn't kill me, right? Okay, it killed me. It's fine. I guess retrospectively it would have been safer just go to my fire type. Oh, actually, I say that Houndoom's pretty frail. So if he got hit by a T-ball, I would have probably had a sad time. Anyway, do you have Sturdy? Wait, I've already hit you, right? Yeah, Stealth Rocks has triggered it, so we don't know. Last Pokemon. Oh, a Moongus. What a pity for you. Also, weak to fire. Alright, you've earned a revive. Partially because it was my bad that we had to get in this situation. Oh, to be fair to me, I think we had no Great Swap into a Bug type. Okay, is there anything in here? Don't you give me like a berry a day or something? Is that what you do? She's happy. Okay, full heal. Maybe she just gives you medicine. I don't know. I speak to her, get the item, leave. Never speak to her ever again. Okay, we are approaching the TM. I'll battle you in a second. Recycled. Oh, I thought it was. Maybe Sludge Bomb's deeper in. Ramon has got Throw. You are really just going to use all the Pokemon that I can't deal with very easily. How much does an Earthquake do to you? I think I'm quicker. Please just one shot. Oh, it's not even a two shot. Okay, well, we can't go to Crollo because Crollo will just explode. My Otismon's my only option. I guess the other option is just to sack Bebop. Poison it. Oh, that did surprisingly little damage. Okay, Gunk Shot, don't miss it. It's 88% accurate with the item I've given you. I am very sad that that did as little as it did. Retrospectively, I should have done this button, I suppose. Oh my god, I baited you. Get rolled. Boost my attack if you don't mind. Sorry, my defense if you don't mind. And I'll Gunk Shot him again. I clearly played around the Endure there. Smile. My Otismon wants on you. I should really put like a Leftovers or something on you. Wide Lens. Oh yeah, that's right. I gave you more accuracy. You know what? Just hold on to Leftovers. Do I have a Leftovers? I do have a Leftovers spare. You'll get far more value from this. To be fair, I think Alolan Muck's meant to be like a especially bulky like Pokemon, right? Oh, venting time. But yeah, I think I need waterfall to get out of here. I do, right? Yeah, I can't go further. So I can't go to the deep part, so I can't get sweet scent. I think this means I've done with this part of the sewer for now. I have to go to the bit from my base now, I think. But, you know, recycle was worth getting. We might actually use it at some point. Who knows? Okay, we're up. And we're back in. So yeah, I think there's only one more quest I need to do right from these guys. And I guess I have to go from here. By process of elimination, and don't jump over the jumpy thing there. Sine, cosine, tangent. How about cotan, cosec, and secant, is it? Wheezing. I have to ask you the question. Are you a levitate boy? No, I know you are, because your other ability is neutralizing gas, so you'll turn my ability off. I know for a fact what it's going to be. Okay, let's do what you should have done before, which is not take a toxic. Let's just go to Crollo. You're Poison Fairy, I'll bring you a Steel type. How do you like that? Actually, surprisingly a lot. That's way more than I thought. Honestly, seeing Bishop so far is like... I can see why they made another evolution of this Pokemon. Because it's a little bit frail. I ain't hitting goodies up here before I jump down, you know? Okay, so I think the socks are here. Oh, maybe I can get to the clown. I mean, as I said, it doesn't matter because I don't have a sweet scent Pokemon right now. Klinklang, you are not a beholder of levity, I think. Wow, I'm actually shocked that I didn't kill you. Please don't have fighting type move coverage. We should be okay with Flash Cannon. Right, the Moxie triggers, and hopefully now Krukorok can, whatever you call it, Crocodile, can sweep from here. You're Crocodile, right? The other one is the middle stage. Ah, Electros, you do have Levitate. Even the game is cheating me and telling me. Alright, +2 attack. Oh, never mind. Last Pokemon. Can I hold on to that for later, please? Alright, let's use another Hyper Potion. Alright, just nothing down here. I really should get the hidden item finder as well, because I'm certain I missed so many things. Wait, do I even need it for the socks? I can't remember if I need it for the socks now. That'd be really awkward if I need it for the socks. I think it's in the capsule. Okay, already got one of those back at home. Don't need another one. Probably. Quickly check there's nothing else here. Okay. That's a dead end. That's a dead end. Wait. What am I missing? Or am I not missing? Maybe I can't do this yet. I always think it was this area. Because I know you can do the entire thing with waterfall. But maybe I can't get the socks yet. Also, where are the socks? It's not really that important now that I think about it, because all this does is leads to a quest where I can get Heracronite. And we don't need that on this playthrough, but... It might be that. That might be the socks. Maybe I do need waterfall before I can complete this quest. I just like the fact this quest ends with a boss fight, like an actual Pokemon duel. Alright, let me quickly check. Sock quest! Pokemon Unbound. Otherwise, I'll just leave it here. Come from your gang, cross the bridge, go down the ladder. Entrance to the different part of the sewers. Oh, you have to use the dowsing machine. Well, that's awkward. Alright. Hang on a sec. Pokemon Unbound. Dowsing machine. Let's get the dowsing machine. Where is it? Tell Town. I swear everything important in this game was in Tell Town. I just forgot about it. Oh my god. Alright, we'll be back in a sec. Let me go get the shoes. The shoes? Let me go get the dowsing machine. I need a bird. Zerif, you are a bird. Get in the party. Crollo, your time in the sun is over already. Not impressed. But maybe later. Also, just pure runoff. I can't remember if I've been in these houses here, and I can't remember what's in the houses. Okay, he needs Airy Impulse, which I'm not sure I've even got. You're for later. You're after Stock Quest. What do you do? Alright. Don't need your life story. Just give me a TM or not. Okay. I guess it's not then. I just thought there was someone that gave me something here. Is it you? Thanks, I guess. Okay. Kind of harsh, but... alright, I think there's nothing else in this place then, because I've done most of the sewer stuff. What's this again? Let me talk to them. I don't think they give me anything. I think it's like a post-game thing, right? And I think there's an item I'm missing. Yeah, there's an item there. Can I get it? I can. PP up, I'll never complain about. Always useful. Alright, let me fly to Tell. Let me get the dowsing machine. Are you in the Pokemon Center? Where are you, scientist with the dowsing machine? How did I keep missing you? Is it you? Oh my god. I never spoke to the person next to the nature person. I've done this multiple times, by the way. I'm so dumb. Right, for future playthroughs, you know, when we get to... I don't know what type we're going to do next, but when we get to the next type, reminder, talk to both the scientists, dummy. Actually, what does the kid say? Maybe the kid's important as well. You give me something impressive. Talk to rocks? Alright, never mind. They're not all winners in that room. You know what? You can have... Do I have Sharpie on me? I do. Hold Sharpie for me. Okay, how do I do the dancing machine stuff now? I have to turn it on, right? Or register it in some way. There you go. Okay. So now I can find hidden items as well. I could have also looked up exactly where it was in the sewers. So it's not there. You know what, just leave me alone. I know you can't levitate, but... Oops. Actually, the gems can be quite useful. Some of the move tutors in this game take gems to teach moves. I actually don't have good access to gems right now, so I won't actually complain about that. Where the fuck are these socks, though? Are they down here? Is that why there's a huge path this way? No? Alright. Is it about the sparkly thing that I saw before, or is it here? It's about the sparkly thing, isn't it? You know, my brain works in mysterious ways, because I thought it was here, but because I couldn't see it, I was like, oh, it's not here then. Alright, where's escape rope? Let me just escape rope out. So I think that's the final quest. So I should be able to accept the final quest in this area. Who's Sock Lord, by the way? You Sock Lord? No. Are you the Sock Lord? No. Are you the Sock Lord? No. Are you the one that misses socks? Yes. Okay. Oh, black sludge. Okay. That's interesting. I should probably put that on muck instead of leftovers. Right, perfect. Okay. So I can now accept the quest to raid the Black Theraph, whatever they're called. Am I okay? That item, please. The question is, do I do this now? Again, I'm pretty certain nothing from this. I don't think there's even a TM that I can get from this. I don't even remember where they are. Where are you, danguses? Are you in this part? I can't even remember anymore. I think maybe are in the next section. Hold on. Are you in here? You're like down here? Okay, I think I found them. Okay. And up to the top we go. Oh, I'm sure there's a puzzle in here, isn't there? In fact, there's more than one puzzle in here. Oh my god, I forgot about this room. Oh my god! I forgot. How did I walk down? Oh my god, how did I walk down here before without triggering an electrode? That was crazy how lucky how lucky I was to start with. Did that? Oh my god. Okay, so it's this. I guess. Alright, never mind. It's fine. Puzzle solving master. Couldn't see me there. Okay, so I have to go to the next one. Okay, also lucky. You know what? I'll wait for one more cycle. You wouldn't put another one here. I love this game, but they do some weird shit. I'm just gonna put it out there. I want to cry. Ah! I knew it! I couldn't... I mean, there's no way to tell, right? I can't use, like, any, like, special hidden items. It's just trial and error. Oh my god, I did the same thing. The exact same thing as well. No, it's alright. We don't need a repel. Unless you could repel... Wait, why does the repel not work on the electrodes? I think you have to do this. But now I could be sad. I'm pretty certain you can't do that the other way. Like, I think there's an electrode there. Alright, puzzle solving master. Oh. Duh. I actually can't remember anymore. I wasn't paying attention. Is it that? Okay. Literal puzzle solving master. Let me get a pen and paper out because I'm going to need one. Did I bring a fire type with me? Just out of interest. I think I have. We'll be going with swap to Gaston. And maybe lead with Gaston as well. Shouldn't do too much. Did way more than I thought. I'm gonna have an assumption you have the fire resist berry, but I don't think it'll matter. Okay, never mind. You're definitely dead, unless you have sturdy. Which I'm actually not sure you can have sturdy, right? Iron Barbs is your ability normally. You want to learn Nasty Plot? I mean, I get the idea of it, but you're just so frail, I don't think I could ever get it off. I'm actually going to say no. I was going to level with you, I didn't expect you to have a different type of Pokemon. Great to meet you, by the way, that I've got Rain Dance on this team. Ling Flang, alright. I assume not Gyro Ball, what's it called? Shift Gear is going to come in here. So you're going to be quicker than me, but what can you actually do to me is the real question. Do you have a ground type move? No. So this shouldn't do too much, I think. Well, I guess I said that about the Power Whip. Yeah, okay. Does nothing. I assume Throw is coming back. guaranteed crit. And one of your other Pokemon is you weren't willing to swap into it. Holy shit, I did do a lot of damage. I guess to be fair, it's like 60 base power, right? I'm just sort of relying on a crit. Alright, Murkrow's gone down. I guess Keeper goes for Bullet Siege Flinch here. They don't really have a good option other than this. Or Kill would have been better, but... Okay, Flinch is nice. I think Bullet Seed is still my best option because I'm not sure Rock Tomb actually kills. Okay, well, it's definitely not going to kill now. Right? It'll just put you on 1 health and just leave you there. Yeah. Now Beat Up's the best option. 100% accurate. Oh, so did you just get a back-to-back in Jaw? Scum. Okay, last Pokemon, Mawile. That is going to be a bit awkward Pokemon to deal with. Fairy Steel. Yep, you can't do anything to it. You know what? Your last task, Keeper, set up Sunny Day. Great. You honestly did everything you needed to do. Now I think Houndoom will kill you. I mean, it almost certainly will kill you with Fire Boost. Also, it's got Solar Power as his ability. This will do mega damage, actually, now I think about it. Yeah. Alright, Goon down. Okay, let me use some revives. And some Hyper Potions. And you know what now? I think it's the time to do either this or this. Let's do this. We want the Keeper to be close to the front anyway. Because Beat Up does better the more Pokemon are alive. But I'm going to assume Ferrothorn is going to be in the Black Ferrothorn scheme. Aggron. That's a little bit alarming. I'll see if I can kill you, but I have a horrible feeling I can't, actually. I think you'll take this quite nicely. Oh my god, you didn't take it quite nicely, actually. Okay, good. Love sturdy Pokemon doing fucking takedown. Good idea. You dangus. Alright, last Pokemon. Okay, the Steel type. Beautiful Houndoom. Great work. Okay, I think sadness is about to occur. Oh, did it go to corner next? You know what? Let me just write this down. I vaguely had the idea, but my mental is just too taxed right now. Hello, cool. So C, D, A, D, C, A, B. Also, I know it gets worse. But why? I know you could, but have you ever considered asking, should you have done this? Oh my god. Okay, third from the left. Then up. Alright, not third from the left and up. It's a dead end there. Oh, that's for a full restore. I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it was worth the mental anguish. Alright. This is the worst one. Okay, I'm gonna have to start that again because I was not looking. So, E. Okay, I think I've got it now. Do you wish to battle me, by the way? Alright, good. E. C. D. C. B. I knew I did something like this and interrupted the sequence. I don't know if I have to finish it off. I mean, I know where I am now. I should do EDA at the end. You know what? This is a funny gimmick. I'll allow this one. Alright, 3 Ferrofords, please. You want to learn Nasty Plot? You actually might be able to make it work. I mean, we don't need Rain Dance right now. I can always reteach Rain Dance. So let's do this. Sort. Alright, let's go to Seraph. It is what it is. Just get a crit back. We have super enhanced crits. We have super luck. Nice, okay. We have sturdy. I had super luck on the move that did boosted crits. Sucker punch it. Okay, last Pokemon. Bronzong. What are you actually going to do to me without being able to use Psychic type moves? That's a pretty interesting question. Let's go to Gaston. I assume it's only a Steel type move you can use. Yeah. This shouldn't do too much damage, I think. Yeah, okay. We're good. So I assume I continue the secrets now, Good. You're not reset the puzzle, have you? You did say, did you forget it? Puzzle solving master. I've written it down, you dummy.
It is true, I am old.
Cool, thank you for the subscription with Prime, much appreciated. Sadly, cool, you missed your glorious moment where you beat the gym leader. You beat the race. But, you know, you can always go back in the VOD and check it. Okay. This is the final battle for none of the marbles because I really don't need to do it. I gotta wait for you not to be at work next time. Alright, apology. It clearly was my fault. Did you use Perish Song? You got that right, you did. You sung your heart out. What song did you sing? You sang the Ballad of Cool. It was a self-improvised movement. It's topping the charts right now. I can't remember who this Pokemon, like, I can't remember what this guy's got. I'm probably gonna kick the shit out of me, to be honest with you. Alright, I don't need your life story. Defeat Barbs, the leader of the Black Ferrothorn, to save the rest of... Okay, I can do this. You know what, so let's make some small substitutions, though. I don't think I need to keep for this battle. It's my hot take, because I'm not going to lead with the keeper. I will bring Dorian, though. Also, I'm not sure about the book. No offense, book, but I think we could do better. Do I want to bring Grimmsnarl? You know what, Grimmsnarl? Get in the party. Let's... Actually, I don't think I want Honchkrow either. I'd love to goon it up, but sadly, I don't have the burn and I can't be bothered doing it. Let's bring Vullaby. Yeah, this seems interesting-ish. We'll go with something like this. Bearing in mind I don't know what the battle is, except they have a Ferrothorn. Alright, so you've gone, Mandibuzz is back. Fun fact, Mandibuzz spelled with an M. I couldn't find it because I was looking in the N section. Okay. You've gone, Scrafty is back. You've gone, Grimmsnarl's in. Now, I guess we figure out the rest along the way. We could lead with you as well. Oh, you know what? Let's get a free heal. I think this works, right? You put it in the box and leave and come back, it's fully healed. Yeah, free heal. Kind of. I just wasted everyone's time. Other than that, it was free. Okay, so I think we're good with items. You've got Assault Vest, you've got Light Clay, Mystic Water, fine. Amulet Coin, you know what? I'll take that off you. I want you to be at your best. Leftovers, which is fine, and you've got Houndymite. You can have... Actually, hold on. I might change Bebop as well. But I'm going to change it with Shredder. A huge change, but I think I prefer the Intimidate. You know what? I'm actually... Maybe I should bring Weavile. He's a really quick Pokemon. And I don't really have any very quick Pokemon right now. You know what, Crocodile? I'm sorry. I'm actually going to leave you out. I've changed my mind. And who's got the Life Orb right now? You. Cubit. Okay, I feel happy with this. Also, my sidebar was already wrong. I just noticed because I've got 2 Scrafties. Whoopsie-daisy. Well, no harm, no foul. Okay. Save the game. Let's create a save state. And I'll see what this guy's up to. Again, as a reminder, I'm fairly certain all I get for this is Heracrossite, or what it's called, Heraconite, which I can't even use, but you know what? I like this quest. Kind of, except for the exploding tiles. They're not very amusing. It's about the reputation as well. I want to be the head honcho of the gangs in this region. That's actually a great opening for me. Excuse me? That's actually huge of this Pokemon. You don't have like a bug type move, right? Let me clap your cheeks. I just want to see what you're gonna do. You swapped. I knew you were gonna swap as well, but Okay, it's not too bad. I was going to low kick it. Kind of base as well, Hodgecrow. Nice. So, my answer to this is Myers, I suppose, but the problem with Myers is he's extremely frail. You know what, my answer to this is Grimstyle. Let's set up screens. I'm hoping this is special attacking Honchcrow and not physical attack. Oh my god, it's set up nasty plot. That's very alarming. Okay, special attack. So we're going to set up light screen right now. I should live this. And now I can Spirit Break it back. Just agony. To be fair, it's got super luck, I suspect. So it's a boosted chance of a crit, but without the crit, it was super mega dead. I expect a swap now. Unless it's got, like, might have Focus Ash. Wow, okay, might have Focus Ash, because I would have swapped if I were it. I didn't kill, I got the flinch of that, which is so unbelievably lucky. I kind of did this partially expecting to swap, but also I wanted to 100% accurate move. Muck is not, oh my god. A lot of Muck, wait, this is a great, it's okay. We do average damage to this. I don't have any super effective moves into this thing because it only has one weakness and it's ground. Holy shit, that did no damage. If you got Black Sludge, you do have Black Sludge. Okay. Muck is normally quite stall heavy as a Pokemon. I'm going to taunt it with the assumption that it's going to do some sort of, like, toxic type maneuver. Alright, never mind. I called it wrong. To be fair, I probably can't kill this Muck, actually. Funnily enough, if I'd brought Crocodile, I'd actually be in a pretty okay position. Also, if I didn't miss the... Oh, sorry, if I didn't get crit, I'd be in a good position. How do I deal with this now? Because I need a physical attacker. I guess it's Dorian. Intimidate it. But I'm not thrilled by this. Alright, I get it. The aura booster life, whatever you're saying. You have Gooey? No. So, how much is this gonna do? This is my best attacking team. Yeah, that's a problem. A miss, please. Okay, got it. Nice dodge. I have to knock off Black Sludge. Now I can kill this thing. It'll take many turns, but I can kill it. Kind of annoying. Okay, well I can't toxic use the thing. Let me intimidate it again. Stone Edge for coverage. It hit me and crit me. It's 80% accurate. Cries. Okay. Let me go to Gaston now. Really, Gaston, I need you to sweep through the rest of them, but Muck is especially more bulky normally than physically bulky, so I'm a little bit concerned. Okay, we forced a swap. You're like, you're me, but stronger. You're using all the dark types. I think I just have to go for this. No, I don't. I could go to Pain here. Yeah, pain is way safer than what I was going to do. The poison is so frustrating, though. It's going to be... I mean, I have Roost. I can kind of deal with it. Without leftovers, it's just a bit icky. Okay, guaranteed crit. Which is actually very, very awkward now that I look at it because... Okay, you swapped. I was going to say, I can't really deal with a physical attacker that has guaranteed crits because I can't iron defense it. Free heal. Also, I can Toxic you. Don't know what you're up to, but not your best idea, to be honest with you, Claydol. Alright, it's time to stall. Leftovers. I don't think it's worth a knockoff just yet, because I was going to say, I think you're going to swap. Pangoro. That's slightly alarming that you swapped into Pangoro in this situation since you swapped out of it before. What's changed? I mean, I'm toxicking all their Pokemon. If I can just stall them out, we're golden. Lumberry. It's fine. I say it's fine. I have to Roost again. What are you up to, you weirdo? That's a Claydol. I mean, I guess it's stalling me out, is what it's trying to do, I think. I should knock off it, because I think it'll stay in. Leftovers is gone now. Here's the danger play. I think I go for Toxic. I think it's going to swap. Alright, never mind. I just need to catch it on the switch. I mean, either way, to be fair, it's not a bad roll for me. So I need to make sure I have enough Roosts to win this. We're both doing the same thing, but they have Toxic, I have Poison, so I'll win this matchup. Assuming I have enough Roost PPs. Which I probably do. Yeah, I think we just throw another Toxic in. Even if it wastes it, I'm just wasting a turn. That's all I need to do. I think I do it again. Because this thing must only have ground or psychic type attacks, so it can't actually hit me. I think that's the problem it's having right now. I'm actually just a wall for Claydol. So I'm going to be really greedy with my Roost. That being said, I want to get a Roost off, so let's go Roost. The turn I Roost, you swap, you slide. Fair enough. It's actually still fine, to be completely honest with you, because I'm only scared of a Storm Throw twice in a row. Okay, we got the Toxic. Perfect. Now I can start stalling this guy out as well. Mandibus, you're doing it for everyone. You're carrying the team on your wings. So I think now I can just spam Roost, and I have 11 PPs. What a battle this is, by the way. I don't know why that did so much damage this time. Was it like a super crit? I'm actually taking damage. I'm actually dead. Okay. Mandibus, you know what? Nice work. How did I take so much damage this time? I don't understand that. I mean, either way, we go to Dorian now, lower his attack by 1 stage. Clap his cheeks. And I have to assume I'm faster. And even if I'm not, I have to assume I don't get one shot, but I think I do. Oh, you're faster. I intimidated you, though. Oh, it's going to crit. Never mind. Ah, okay. That's pretty awkward. Fuck's sake. Oh, you actually lived as well. You have Aqua Jet. I think we're not quite out of this yet, but we're approaching it. Go to Clay Doll, dummy. I like for the sound out of this, he's got all 6 Pokemon still alive. We can still win this. Right, guys? I can do, like, no damage to this guy. We can still win it, right? I mean, all I could do is Aqua Tail. It's doing, like, no damage. On the plus side, it's not doing damage to me either. Again, 80% accurate. And gets the poison. Cool. Well, this is gonna hurt. Okay, I have to swap to Gaston here. Because I think I need to keep Pennywise alive, just in case I need an Aqua Jet. Gaston, it's now your time to shine, buddy. I need you to sweep the rest of the team. You should take one of these. We know it hasn't got a fire resist gem. I can't remember if this thing can have sturdy or not. If it has sturdy, burn it, please. I've been a good boy. Wow, he didn't kill. We did get the bird, to be fair. How do I want to deal with this? Because that leech shield is going to just drain me for the rest of the game. I think I just take it. Oh, you swapped. You know what? It's fine. I've got Starmie still here. It's not fine at all. I guess I should have predicted the swap and use a Dark type move. Should still do some okay damage. Yeah, I can't win anymore. Oh, you're faster than me as well. Okay. We'll put a Death of the Death counter in a second. Let the records be known, though, as well. I got so unlucky. Well, I got moderately unlucky in an earlier turn. So the big issue was actually the muck. I couldn't deal with muck very easily. I also shouldn't bring a Prankster Pokemon, except for, like, Grimmsnarl, because they are all Dark types. You ended up not being that useful. I mean, to be fair, I should probably still just bring one. For, like, intimidation purposes, even. You're actually pretty good. I think I'll need you for the burn. You were okay. Who did they like with Starmie? They went Starmie and then into Honchkrow, right? Okay. I'll call you bluff on this. I think I've got Rock Tomb, right? Dorian, get Rock Tomb again, please, buddy. I'll teach you Fire Punch again later if you need it. where are we at time-wise? Okay, got like an hour and 15. I think I'll have one more go at this, and then if I don't do it, I'll come back and do it again another time. As I said, it's really not pressing. I'm just doing it for the love of the game. Fuck, do I have to go through the sewers again? Oh, do I have to go through the stupid electrode thing again? Please tell me they've turned it off. But yeah, I really want to get to the next area. Specifically the area afterwards, actually. But I think if I knock this out, I've basically done with Antithesis. Except for... I don't know, I can't even deal with that nerd. I've basically done with Antithesis. I think Sludge Bomb is in here still. That'd be the only thing I'd have to come back here for. Please tell me I can just go straight to... Please? Please tell me I can go straight to the top. I don't remember anymore. My brain is not big enough for this information. I can't remember. It's like this. Okay. You know what? It's fine. We don't need to do another electrode thing now. Because the other one is in the way of items. And I've got the items. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, I'm back. Should probably change my team on the side as well, before people get annoyed at me. Okay, Crook O'Dial is here. And it's the Intimidate one. Is that the only change I made? I think it is. So I just want an answer to Muck. Or a better answer to Muck. Alright, let's try it. Also, why are you so big, my crocodile friend? Weird, it's snapping to it. There you go. Okay, so they're gonna swap, is my prediction. To Honchcrow, because that makes sense. So I'm gonna catch him with a Rock Tomb. Which will do some pretty big damage to it. It won't kill it because it's quite bulky. I guess I should also play around the gimmick of this thing. Like, I could have brought Murkrow with Haze. Which actually, now that I think about it, I know it would have been fine. Haze is not targeted. Big damage, I know. It gets a speed drop. It's going to do what it did before. Just don't crit me this time, for fuck's sake. And everyone's happy. A nasty plot. I light screen. You don't crit me. What part of you don't crit me did you not understand here, bird? Alright, well, I have to leave now, so see you later. This is not a good swap. This is actually a horrible swap for me. I should have just let it die. Alright, never mind. Without the crit, it's actually okay. The problem I've got here is I need to get into... Actually, it's not a problem. I'm actually so stupid. I should just go instantly into you, because you are frail, but... With light screen, you should be fine. It really is, do you get crit or do you not get crit? If you get crit, I think you're dead, like, regardless. Flinch! Give me another flinch. Nice. Okay. I think I'm gonna Ice Crush again. Even though there's a chance it misses, because they're gonna swap. Last time they went into Muck, right? And I think this is my most damaging move into Muck. Pangoro this time. It's actually my... No, it's not my best move to Pangoro. If I did break, it would have been better. So the game's cheating, basically. This thing must have Bullet Punch. There's no... I don't know it for a fact, but it has to have Bullet Punch. There's no way they'd make the swap otherwise. Because I don't think it'll take a break from here. You know what? I'm going to scout it. Let's go to Pain. I think it's got Bullet Punch. It's the only reason that swap makes any sense. If you Storm Throw me, I'm going to be a little bit upset in Spaghetti. Yeah, okay, yes, Bullet Punch. I guess retrospectively I should knock you off first before I do that. It's a better line than just double toxic. Alright, now I'm gonna trap you in this never-ending loop again with my bird. But this time we're not going to let the bird die. Again, why are you doing more damage? Wait, hold on a second. Does Pangoro have another ability I don't know about? Or I forgot it? Oh wait, do you have... You have Metronome? Wait, is it Metronome Pangoro? Is that why it's doing more damage? Hold on a second. Okay, they swapped. I can only think it's Metronome because it's doing way more damage. Okay, as we've seen, this interaction is not good for the Claydol. I'll knock it off first. Why didn't you do that to me last time? Oh wait, I was poisoned, right. So actually, Loki getting poisoned by the Muck was actually a great line for me. Okay. I Toxic It is the answer to this, and then I swap. Because I don't want to take the Toxic ticks. And they're going to shore up again. Which means the other punishes I go to Maya's hair. Because it's not going to attack me. There's no way it attacks me. And it won't Toxic me again. So I'm predicting a swap is going to happen now, but I'm still going to get some damage for it. The other question is, do I do Throat Chop, which is super effective here, or Icicle Crash? There's so many dark types, I think I go for the Icicle Crash even though it's more likely to miss. Because even if it misses, I still, you know... Well, if I miss, I just don't get damage. But if I Throat Chopped, I would have got damage, but it would be, like, negligible. I mean, this is kind of negligible, to be fair. Okay, so Gunk Shot's coming in now, but I can't really easily deal with it. I guess this is why I have Shredder, though. My other concern now, though, is... I can't really Earthquake it while Honchkrow exists. You know what? Stealth Rock. That's the answer to this. They're going to go to Honchkrow, I'm certain of it. Ferrothorn, never mind. You know what? It's actually a fair shout. But I can now punish them for this fucking miserable game where they counter-swap me every single turn. Because now they take damage for doing it. We go to Gaston. You know what? I really should have thought... I was going to say, maybe Toxic Spikes would have been insane here. But actually, now that I think about it, they wouldn't have been that good, because Muck could have sucked it up. Ferrothorn's not affected by it, nor is Honchkrow. So yeah, this is fine. You've seeded me. I'm going to set you on fire, buddy. Burn again. This shouldn't do too much, I think. Yeah, it was okay. Did more than I thought, actually. Okay, I think we just push the flamethrower damage. I was going to say, I think they're going to swap. It's probably to star me. It is. They take some damage on the swap. Now, here's my new question. How do I kill Starmie? I didn't really consider this, because Houndoom's my fastest... No, it's not. I know how to kill it. I need to get into Weavile. Houndoom's my second fastest Pokemon. It's going to use a Water-type move. I guess I just sat Grimmsnarl here. Oh, you know what? Let's go Dorian. I don't think Dorian's actually got that many uses in this battle in the end. Retrospectively, probably shouldn't have brought him. Alright, just hit me with a raw Hydro Pump. Why not? I was going to say, I think you're swapping. Let me try and get some of that juicy health back. Claydol. It's still not going to be great damage. Huge. Sadly, I don't have Detect here. So, I'm going to pay that because I think it's going to Toxic me, and I can't be Toxic on a Toxic Pokemon. Wow, Ginny, you sure up. Okay, he's definitely using Shore Up again. We go to Weavile and repeat the cycle. The issue is my Weavile's just not healthy enough for this. I might want to take the Life Orb off, actually. If it's not going to be the difference between killing and not killing, the health might actually matter more. So I think it's going to go back to Muck, is my prediction. Yeah, I think it's Muck. Oh my god, it stayed. Does this kill? It should do a lot of damage, oh my god. With the double defense boost, it does not do anything. Okay. I still don't think this is that bad. Because now I can go to Dorian and clap its cheeks. And if it swaps, it's fucked, because it'll die to Stealth Rocks. Okay, that's fine. It dies to Stealth Rock, so it will never come back again. It's effectively dead. The problem I've got now is Pangora's faster than me. So I don't make the same mistake I made last time where I just stayed in versus Pangoro. I can't do that. I have to swap. So it's, do I sack Grimmsnarl or go into Pain? I think I go into Pain. There's still Pokemon I've not seen, I think, as well. Which is my other, like, slightly scary factor. But this will be Storm Throw, and I just spam the heal button. And by the way, you might say knock it off to kill it, but this Pokemon has, like, no attack stat. It's really weak attack-wise. It would do, like, a tiny bit, but it definitely would have killed from there. I think now I can justify it. I think it would kill from here. I was going to say, if we catch a swap, we'll knock it off. That's Black Sludge from Muck gone, which is actually a pretty big deal. We are going to lose Pain for this, but I don't think they can go to Pangoro either now because of Stealth Rocks. So I think the Muck is stuck in. I'm actually going to try and keep Pain alive as well, maybe against my better judgment, but... We get an Intimidate off. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. So they can swap now, but they'll die for it, right? Is that what we set up now? Yeah. Died to Rocky helmet damage. Does it still get knocked off? I think it does, right? Oh, it doesn't. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, here's the problem Pokemon now. I think the way for me to beat this thing is to get Myers in, who's dead. Don't know if I can kill this Pokemon, you know. I actually might be fucked here. In a really unique way. I think Dorian has to kill this thing. So I think the grand plan is you sack Pain, do Dr. Neo Cortex, set up Light Screen again, go Dorian, kill it. And be aware that it could miss a Hydro Pump 2 times in a row. It could also just hit every single one of them. That's fine. Mr. Cortex comes in now. Pranks the Light Screen. Remember Staryu became... sorry, Starmie's better than Staryu because me is better than you. They really should have made another evolution called Starday. And Starwee. Actually, maybe they should have made Starwee now that I think about it. Okay, so I don't want to waste the Light Screen too much, so I think I'm actually not going to clap its cheeks. I'm just going to punch it. Would be nice if it missed a Hydro Pump, just throwing it out there, but yeah, it doesn't do big damage. To be fair, this won't do big damage either. Oh my god, he does nothing. Alright. It hasn't missed a Hydro Pump yet. I think I just keep chipping it down. As sad as this is. No, there is actually another line I should do here. In fact, I should do this. Because I need to... Oh, wait, no, not low kick. I'm thinking of low sweep. I need to lower its speed. If I'm going to do something like this. I should Rock Tomb it. Miss a Hydro Pump, I'm begging you! Okay, I've lowered its speed 1, but actually, that might not be enough for a Crocodile. I might have kind of thrown this. Oh my god, you hit every single one of them. It might be okay still. Okay, I think with double Rock Tomb, it'll be slower than the Crocodile now. But my problem is they might just swap, sack a Pokemon on the swap, and then reset its stat line. Okay, he's run out of Hydro Pumps finally. Blue Snow is really bad still because that will one-shot the Crocodile. This is... Oh my god, I'm faster. This is so stupid. I've never seen a Starby give anyone this much issue. I will actually say at this point as well. It'll die to Stealth Rock. Light Screen's gone, but I'm faster than you, so I can punch you now. Don't read this out loud. Okay. I'll turn away. I just won't look at the rest of it. So, how many Pokemon have you got left? You still got 2 healthy Pokemon, quote unquote. I think, Dorian, your days are numbered. But we'll see. If you can pick up a kill with it, I'd be really happy. Okay, your days are numbered. It's kind of okay, though. You've died so that Houndoom can fly. And I think I'm still not aware of what one of the Pokemon is, but assuming I'm faster than all of them, Houndoom should do some pretty good sweeping. Give this dog a broom. That's one. Also, bearing in mind, at least one of the Pokemon that's left. In fact, I think 2 of the Pokemon left are dying to Stealth Rocks. So I think it's actually a 2-on-1 now. Because I think you died to this, right? You lived? Hold on a second. We Sucker Punch. Because I think he would have bullet punched me. Maybe. Actually, that doesn't make any sense. No, it does make sense. Claydol should die to them now. Alright, never mind. I guess with plus 2 defense happens before the animation actually happens. I think I'm quicker than you. I think it's going to do shore up. So what's your last Pokemon? Wait, is it the Honchkrow? It is. Okay. Oh, and you died to Stealth Rocks. Oh, let's go. Okay. It always feels good to win a battle where you didn't have to like go off and prepare for it for like 8 hours. You just do it with blood, sweat, and fake tears, I suppose. Okay, can you give me my rewards I just don't need at all? Alright, mission complete. Get Hurricanite, which I just don't need. And then just say goodbye. What was more important is I've proven that I am the strongest of the 3 gangs. Okay, so who have I got in my party right now? I have a bird, I have a crocodile, I have a loitering child, I have Grimmsnarl. Let me take Grimmsnarl out for a second. Because he's not offensive enough for my liking. Keeper, I'll give you another try. And I'll go with this. Oh, wait, I need Surf as well. Okay, we're going to make 2 substitutions then. Forget it. Oh, no, wait, I do want Pain. I'll get rid of You know, actually, I'll get rid of Scrafty. And you know what? Let's bring Blofeld. We've not used him yet. I will say, I think you're another Pokemon I really want Life Orb on more than anything, but... do I have Expert Belt? Nope. Don't know what that is. Do we have... You know what? Maybe we forget about it. Maybe we'll just go with this. Sure, let's just go with this. Yeah, I feel like in this... at least on Insane difficulty, I think Stealth Rock's so useful. Because they just love to swap, like, their better Pokemon into better positions, if you know what I mean. Like, they have overstated Pokemon compared to me. So they just always want to be in prime position, and it just punishes the swap so nicely. Alright, we have... Who's the other one I'm missing? Did I just put in the party? Oh, I put in the Keeper. Okay, let me quickly try and get to the next town. Also, now I think about it, I will actually trade this around. Because I'll give you Nevermelt Ice. And yeah, lead with Keeper. Good, perfect. Alright, we're out. So, other things I need to do now. I need to get a Solrock, I think it is, at some point. Because some nerd wants a Solrock. But it's kind of important because it gives you the TM for Sunny Day. And I've been kind of like... We could potentially have a Sun mode, but... I'm restricted by the fact I don't have the TM for Sunny Day. And the only Pokemon I've got that learns Sunny Day right now is the Keeper. Who's the person that benefits a lot from Sunny Day right now? It's the Keeper. So I have an issue. Sunny Day is worse than Sandstorm. I actually have Sandstorm as well. I'll have all weather conditions. It's literally this guy here. I have... Whoa, you can't rock climb. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me do a few things. Let me fly to Ruins of Void, because I think this is where the Solrock is. Let me catch the Solrock. I think it's a Solrock I need. There it is. Solrock. Alright, that works. I tried to dex stab you, but I can't find you, and you just appear in front of my eyes. I'll try quick ball it. I'll be immensely disappointed. How do I not one-shot you now is the real question. I guess Pain Toxics you. Alright, try it again. And I'll just throw Ultra Balls at it. You better get in this Ultra Ball, by the way. Wide. Alright, do that again. Quick ball it. Let's really sneeze as well. Please go in the ball. Alright, plan B. See? It's easy. Okay, next on the agenda, who learns Rock Climb from the Dark type category? Rock Climb. And be a Dark type. Apparently Crocodile does, which is interesting because you're in my party. Anyway. It's definitely the restriction I've got now, is I don't have someone that can rock climb. Alright, the Soul Rock, let me just quickly grab it. I guess I'll put the Keeper back in the box for a second. You know what, now I think about it, I'm happy to do this, but I was less happy to do the defog thing. Surely they're the same. So maybe I'll do defog at some point. I'll just get a Pokemon that has Sweet Scent and get it. I've battled you. Oh, I know what I need to do. Sorry, I'm dumb. I need to speak to these guys, I think. I didn't actually have the TM. I have the ability to use it, but without the TM. Okay, now we need to go back. Speak to the clown. Get Sunny Day. Fly back quickly. And get this disappointment out of my party. No, it's not Blofeld, it's actually Solrock. I'll throw in the box with the rest of the non-dark types. Okay. By the way, it's 55 the cap. Oh no, it's not. 56 here as well. I'll try and find out who's on the cap or not. Because I should spread the love around. And now we can go down here. There we go. Okay. Keeper. There are fish here for you. Fish, normally water types. What are you good at dealing with? Water types. Now, I'm sure when I played this last time with the bug types, I took the piss out of Octillery as a Pokemon, and I think it killed one of my Pokemon. Keeper, let's come back this time and defeat it first time, and we can take the piss out of it again. It's gonna kill me. I'm 4 times weak to Signal Beam. Alright, Keeper, you are going in the wrong box. As in, you're not going in the Darker Lords anymore. You're going back to Dark Lord territory. That simply is not acceptable. Hitting 2 times in a bullet seed, and then getting one-shot by artillery. I think you're pure water, right? Okay, you're faster than me. What next, Cedra? Right. Okay, fortunately for me, I didn't actually kill you there. So I didn't put you into yellow health. That's really annoying. You're gonna kill me. If only I had a keeper here to save me. I'll try and take it with Blofeld, but it's gonna do extra damage, right, the brine. And I'm pretty fragile. Okay, it's not that bad. Oh, you have Aqua Jet? That's awkward. I kind of assumed you had Aqua Jet. You take a Dragon Pulse. Oh my god, you do take a Dragon Pulse, but not comfortably. For fuck's sake, I've got a Life Orb. Alright, another revive. Down the pan. Actually, check my little guide as well. Do I get any more dark type Pokemon on this route? Oh, I think I do actually. Wait, actually, maybe I don't. I think this is Route 17, not 18. I get one in 18. I'll see when the thing pops up in a second. Oh, to be fair, I get one on the route immediately after this. And by route, I mean the actual city after this. And we're getting ever closer to Crystal Peak, which is going to offer me mini dark types. And actually some real good Pokemon. Specifically, I can get Zweilous. Alright, the Keeper is restoring his honor. He's like, boss, please don't put me in the other box. Gyarados. Classically, you don't have a good flying type move. So I'm going to beat you up. This won't do too much damage anymore because I've been intimidated, but I'm not going to flinch. Okay. Oh, God, Dragon Dance off. I don't think he can kill me still. I'm a bit concerned about Dragon Dances again, though. I should still be okay, I think. It's fine, just hit another crit, and we're good. Uh-oh. I think we're in trouble. This should kill me. Does one of these kind souls have a priority move? No. Somehow made a team with no priority moves. Fantastic. You have Rocky Halbert though, so we go into you. It's locked into Thrash, so it's going to Thrash into me. Imagine being the Keeper, not only did he lose his Pegling job, I threatened to put in the box forever. I know. It's a tough time to be a Keeper right now. I'm actually surprised I lived that. I mean, I guess it's only plus... Well, it's plus 3, actually. Kingdra. Well, that's going to be a problem. I think I just have to sack this Pokemon. I'm actually shocked I'm faster. I was convinced Kingdra would be quicker than me. At least got some good damage off. And then I don't have a Fairy with me. I guess I'll go for Blofeld. Also, you know what? I'll be kind enough to put you on the sidebar, Keeper. I didn't notice they're taking you off. Oh my god. It's always 1 health, man. Okay, that's fine. You agility, but I kind of get like half an agility for free. And I suspect I'm still quicker than you. Yeah. Dropping it up pretty fast. Alright, let's get the revives again. It's the same guys every time. Alright, so where are we? We're on Route 17 or what? Prism scale. Okay. Sure. Oops. So I think I just need to go right. There is more stuff to the left. I guess I'll have a little look here. Keeper, don't worry. I'm not going to make you fight Noctowl. It's a battle I'm not convinced you'd win. Look, this hiker, he's going to have a rock type. What is good into rocks? Grass, for whatever reason. Grass is really good into rocks. Okay, it's ground, but the similar deal. Okay. I know it's the last one, but why don't we have a bug dragon? There is no bug dragon in Pokemon. It's one of the few double types that doesn't exist. Same reason we don't have a bug normal type. There's no bug normal type in the game. We also didn't have a bug dark type, which didn't exist till Gen 9, but it does now exist. Why not create it? I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, to be fair, I think that they're like... I think the Pokemon companies like got ideas for all these other dual types. And they're just gonna like piecemeal it out over the next like 20 generations. Like, and eventually, like in 2060, we have all the dual types now. We'll create a new type so we can do the same thing again. Okay, well, goodbye. I kind of assumed the Keeper's faster than Flygon, but I guess Flygon is a bug, right? And bugs are fast. Smile. Okay, so you're a dragon. You're just ground dragon, right? I don't really have an answer for you. Okay, I have an answer for you. I've got 4 times super effective damage. Also, oh, I missed that. Why did I go to Sneasel or Weavile? That would have made so much more sense. Alright, we'll try again. This should kill, unless it's got a Focus Sash. There you go. I guess I should heal the Keeper. That's a dive location, but I don't have dive. Revives out. Honestly, it should be changed to be called Keeper Pick-Me-Ups. I guess it's nighttime to be fair, but it's just owls in these woods. Okay, look, a Keeper, a Psychic type Pokemon. Do you know what is good into Psychic types? Dark types. They don't like getting beat up. If you meet someone that claims to be an Esper, turns out that the correct strategy is just give him one of these. He can't concentrate anymore. Gotharita. In 2030, when we do the Psychic type playthrough, it'll be nice to get something that has Shadow Tag right, so we can do Perishong strats. Actually, now I say this, is there a Psychic type that learns Perishong? I don't actually know if there is. Surely there must be. Actually, you know what? I really don't have time to do this, but let me check. I'm actually intrigued now. Perishong and Psychic. Jinx. Jinx can do it. The options are Jinx and Chimecho, effectively. What a pool of Pokemon. Oh, Max Revive, good. It's a super keeper pick-me-up. Okay, what's in this raid then? I'll humor it. Tropius. Everyone's favourite garbage Pokemon. Alright. Take that, and that. Which is a shame because I actually quite like the design of it, but it's just not been blessed with stats. Unfortunately, it's a Gen 3 Pokemon. None of the Pokemon that actually could do with an evolution. I don't even think... Again, I should be doing this, but... Tropius. You've not got particularly good defensive strikes, right? Defensive stats. Your defense is 83, your special defense is 87, so it's actually pretty high. Higher than I thought it was. But I think in this day and age, would that be too OP to have a Eviolite on it anymore? I'm not convinced. Oh, I say that. Hang on a minute. Maybe you can't have it because your ability is Harvest. Yeah, actually, now that I look at this, maybe you shouldn't have that. Although, if you have Harvest, sorry, you can't hold on to the Eviolite. Is Shuckle out Evolution? Alright, see you later. I think that would just be the end of Pokemon as we know it, if you could put Eviolite on a Shuckle. 300 base defense. It's just nothing could kill it. Toxic Rest, Sleep Talk, Eye Defense. Actually, no, the more obnoxious option would be to have this, what's the name one? Power Swap, is it? Where it swaps your attack with your defense and just turn it into 300 base attack. Or Power Split even. Or Defense Split. I can't remember what it's called now. The one that splits your defense. Gives something half of Shuckle's defensive stats, which would be about 150. That'd be pretty good. No, we're not catching Tropius. Alright, that was completely worthless. Oh, it's Galarian Farfetch in this area. I really like this Pokemon. I look forward to 2040 when we do the fighting type playthrough. Because I'll try to make Safetch work. I remember Safetch thinking it's going to be like a real bollock of a Pokemon to get back in. It was Gen 8, right? I seem to remember getting it really, really easily. But then, like not being disappointed by it, but like not being super impressed by it either. Keep you in the flying playthrough. I will. If I remember when I'm, 87, who you are, I'll keep you in. It's just all Noctowl. Oh, alright, this is too much. Where's my thingies? My ethers. Ethers, repels. Terrain Extender is interesting. I don't know if I'm going to use it on this playthrough. We didn't really do any terrain stuff with the bug types because none of them could really use it particularly well. And I think the same is true of the dark types, to be completely honest with you, but there's a chance. Well, I'll be. Like, I probably don't want to set up psychic terrain. No, I probably don't. I guess if anything, it'll be grassy terrain. But I don't really know who's going to benefit too much off it. I don't expect you to be faster for whatever reason. I really grossly overestimate the keeper's speed. To be fair, now that I've got Sunny Day TM, I could actually set up Sunny Day so that he triggers Chlorophyll so he gets double the speed. I'm going to assume Mr. Myers is faster. I'm also going to assume that Brick Break one-shots this thing, otherwise you are also dead because you're 4 times weak to fighting type moves. Nice. Seakeeper, why can't you be more like Michael Myers? That's what we're all saying. Why can't you be as bloodthirsty as they are? Also, Pokemon, make a good snake. There's so many snakes or snake-like things in the game, and all of them are, like, not very good. Make a good one. I think the best one is, like, Zygarde, which is, like, snake-esque, even though it's a dragon. Actually, I say that. Would you count Zweilous as well? Which is really like a Hydra, and a Hydra is really just like a legendary snake. I guess that is a good Pokemon. Oh, good, a bug catcher. Better resurrect the Keeper to get perished again. You know what, Keeper? You've done enough for today. I'll just leave you asleep. Definitely asleep in the box. Connor has a Pokemon that is 4 times weak to fire, nothing else. Very unfortunate for you, I'm leading with my fire type. And that, buddy, is why you need Center Scorch. Swap into Center Scorch with Flash Fire, take... Or Araquanid, taking 0 or very, very little damage. Come on. You're faster than me in your final Gambit. Ha! Joke's on you, I live. Alright, what's the last Pokemon? Livani. You're 4 times weak to fire. Also, throughout the bug playthrough, you only ever disappointed me. It's a funny Pokemon because I think the only way that Livani works is I think it's got Chlorophyll as an ability. But if you, like, trigger Chlorophyll, you've set up Sun, and that Pokemon is 4 times weak to fire. So getting, like, hit by the tiniest wisp of an Ember just results in it exploding. So it's a bit of an awkward situation for the Pokemon. Also, he's got a really bad move pool from what I remember. Alright, let me just sneak into the town. I'll go grab the other items. You know what, Keeper? Learn your lesson. Where's Vang? Vang, teach him a thing or two. Oh, I can make Vang a real Pokemon as well now. Vang wasn't as blessed with as good stats as Cool, sadly, which is why I've been using Cool but not Vang. I decided to put Vang into Honchkrow mode at some point, so I've got a shiny Murkrow and a shiny Honchkrow. But as I said, his stats are really bad. But now I can change stats. You know what? I'll do this battle with 5 Pokemon. As a protest to the Keeper. This could be actually pretty spooky. Jump off, I think it's quite quick, like surprisingly quick as a Pokemon. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, I can't remember if he gets Spore. Maybe he just gets Spore. Maybe I'm misremembering. Well, it has a niche in VGC, I remember that, but I forgot what it is. Flamethrower. I think you die to the flamethrower regardless. I'm a little bit annoyed by this, but... Big sucker punch there from Mr. Mime. Alright, last Pokemon. Not last Pokemon. Gothitelle. And you're Frisk, you're not Shadow Attack, so I could swap. But I'm not going to, I'm going to Snarl you instead. You Light Screen, may I do something similar to Light Screening you? I'll just drop you Special Attack. Alright. Wait, is it Charmed Physical Attack? Yeah, that doesn't matter. Well, I guess it makes Sucker Punch worse, but I'm not going to do it. 95 accurate, by the way. Hydro Pump, which I think is 80% accurate, hit every single time. Me trying to do a 95% accurate move, it's like, no, you're not allowed. Too powerful. Oh well. At the very least, I'm just wasting the Light Screen. I assume it's only got a damaging Psychic move. Okay, so reminder to self, Sucker Punch will do 1 damage when or if I use it, so bear that in mind. Pichu. More like Pichu. And Swadloon. If Levani was a bad Pokemon, Swadloon is a worse Pokemon. Oh, 57's the cap as well, okay. Good to know. So I should take Gaston out as well. I think there's more hidden items down here. And there's certainly something up here. Side Shock. Don't remember what he does. Is Side Shock the one that does psychic damage against the defense stat or something like that? Got some weird fruity effect. Okay. Where are we time-wise? 20 minutes. Okay. I can work with 20 minutes. Also, I can go over it slightly. Let me change a Pokemon around. In fact, let me change a few Pokemon around. Metal Sonic, you're in the party. Gaston, you're out of the party. That's the changes. Oh, I tell you what I can do as well. Hold on, before I do anything else. I need a slot empty. I'll come back to the side route in a second. But I think I can get... James. Do I remember where James is? No, but I think I can get him. He's in one of these houses somewhere. Probably not the one that you're blocking. I've done it. I still don't know what that does. I've hatched 50, funny enough. Give me the Magma Stone, whatever it's called. Oh, I get the Ditto. Perfect. And this is Max Ivy Ditto. You are going to be called... I think I named most of my other Dittos after diseases. You can be called Measles, since they're on the rise again in both the UK and America. Yeah, funnily enough, I've hatched 100 eggs. I wish you'd tell me actually how many I've done. But it must be in the thousands. Oh, wait, did you tell me? It's 1,117. Quest Solving Master. Alright. Where's this Ditto? This Ditto... Firstly, let's mark it. It's the greatest Ditto of all time. Look at the Ditto! All S's. Perfect. Okay. So, all the Dittos have been rendered worthless. That's not the question. Also, I just realized, I think one of you sells a TM. Wait, what do you sell? Oh, these weird berries. Alright. I think there's a TM seller here, and I think they sell Protect, which is actually quite useful in Pokemon. Is it you? Nope. You know, I'll buy you 10 of your love balls. Why not? Actually, I'll buy 10 heavy balls because I think they're actually useful. Okay. Is it you that sells Protect? It is. Protect. Purchase it. Excellent news. Energy Ball. Also quite useful. Charge Beam. Probably useful. Poison Jab. Definitely useful. Alright, we're nearly poor again. Breeder School. Where is the one that gives me the Pokemon I would like? It's not you. Accidentally joined a group. My bad. Where is he? Are you in here? Are you in here? Someone gives me a Pokemon. It's you! Da 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 da. I've legitimately got Litten. It's not a dark type yet. Yeah, you are going to be my James. We've done it. We've beat the game, surely. I've got the best Pokemon in Pokemon. Well, I will do when I evolve it. Very glad I didn't push the wrong button there. It would have been very awkward if I had to beat another gym leader. Alright, let me have a look at you. You have Blaze, which is unfortunate because I think your hidden ability is Intimidate and you don't have your hidden ability. Definitely this is where I'm going to use one of my Dream Mists, though. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm continuing this quest, I forgot. Sure, I will save the cat. To get the homeless... Oh wait. This is fine, I'm sure he's okay with talking to other people. But yeah, I need to save a cat so that I can give a homeless person a house. That's the quest. I should probably grab a 6th Pokemon, because I can't use Litten. And I'm going to breed a better version of James, I suspect. Will you let me in the Pokemon Center to solve this? Thank you. I wonder if this guy would follow me through the rest of the game. If I'd let him. I'm pretty sure I know the answer is no. Oh, I forgot about Captain Black as well. You know what Captain Black get in the party? I think your moveset is, like, heinous, but... We've not used Pangoro yet on the playthrough. Pangoro. You can have Black Belt, wherever it is. The problem I've got right now is you've got Iron Fist, or whatever it's called, but I don't have any punching moves on you. Oh wait, it's so hard to see if you learn a move. I just noticed the colour is not very clear. Alright, forget about it. We'll just go with that. It is how it is. To be fair, I can actually teach it things like Fire Fist. Or Fire Punch, even. I just don't remember where the guy is. Also, I'm going to assume my team's fine for this. Dude behind you's kind of ugly, not gonna lie. Oh, you mean in-game? Combustion and shielding. Yeah, you're... I think if... I don't know if I can find this. If I have a file of who has been auto-modded, it's just you. You're the training set for auto-mod right now. Alright, shielding I think is a steel type at this point in the game. Oh my god, this lead's actually insane. I can't earthquake my own Pokemon. I low-key have a genius into a double battle with a good opening. Oh, well done, Shredder. If only I had Moxie version of Crocodile, I'd get so much value there. I also tried in defense. I didn't think I was going to kill them both for whatever reason. Even though I was super effective to both. My bad, I guess. Yeah, you really needed gravity there. I've actually been pleased to see that gravity's seeing bits of play here and there now in Pokemon. Not too much, to be fair, but it's a really interesting move which changes quite a lot of other moves in the game that don't see any play into being playable moves. Alright, fuck you. Come on. Things like gravity into sleep powder is really obnoxious. I was even thinking on this playthrough I could do gravity into... In fact, I can do pranks to gravity into pranks to grass whistle, which is not that good when you actually like run the numbers, but it's better than nothing. It means grass whistle's like 70% accurate. Alright, I need to take this... bang this back home again. I definitely remember where you live. It's up here, right? Oh, he's got kidnapped again. Oh, yeah! This is the quest where he's like, oh, only bring ice types and only bring fairy types, please. Yeah, only ice and fairy types. I quite like this quest. Again, it doesn't really offer me anything, I think. Oh, I say this. Maybe it does offer me something. I think I get one of the power items via this quest. Maybe I'll set something up to do that. But you've really fucked up, by the way, saying, you know, only bring fairy and ice types. I can bring Sneasel, Weavile, and Grimmsnarl. You don't want me bringing Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl is going to be a quite good Pokemon, even to fire types. Anyway, let me just quickly finish off this route to the left. Full of birds. And then, yeah, I think we can leave Seaport immediately. I don't think I've got anything else to do here. Except for, you know, the Fire Fairy Ice Quest thing, but we can do that some other time. Mama, you've made a colossal mistake. I've got a Bug-type move. Please hit more than 2 times. £10 stuff for not being in the game. Yeah, it's a shame. I said this. Oh my god, this is actually going to destroy me. Are you contrary? You are contrary. This thing might sweep me, which is kind of ironic, because I've got the same thing. Ah! I'll try kill you with Mr. Myers, I think. Yeah, I said this before. I kind of wish Gen 9 was in this game. I think there are limitations that stop it from happening. I'm aware the person that made this has like said, I'm not putting Gen 9 in this game. Leave me alone. So, oh, I'm dead. But yeah, I think there's some really cool Gen 9 Pokemon. And I really like the gimmick. I would have, like, in a heartbeat, I would have traded Dynamaxing for Terastallizing. I think it's such a good mechanic compared to it. Captain Black, I'm just throwing it out there. You can kill with Bullet Punch, right? It's not going to do 1 damage. Thank you. I always forget what your type is. It's like, is it Poison Dragon at this point? Let's give you a parting shot, because I don't really trust myself. I'm pretty certain you're Poison Dragon. I'm just a bit concerned that you have Water type coverage as well, because I think you are also a Water type. If you're a physical attacker, you're also, like, Giga Fucked. Okay, Poison. It is special, though. It's kind of like the first time you've seen why Incineroar would be OP in this game, and a bit in the game in general. I didn't even use Incineroar. Parting Shot into another Pokemon that has, like, Intimidate or something, or has, like, Fake Out, or anything like that, it's just so obnoxious. Especially when you have Intimidate to begin with. Intimidate plus Parting Shot is so strong. Okay, it's not Hisuian Samurott, it's just good old-fashioned Samurott. Do I think I'm quicker than this thing? No. Do I think I can take a hit with this thing? No. But do I think I can take a hit with anything? No. So I think we're going to just Earthquake and take the L. Never mind, I'm faster. Did we ever listen before? We did, but strictly speaking, I was cheating because I was going to use it as a starter, but it's... Oh my god. Shredder is a legend. I was going to use it as a starter, but it's not a Dark type, it's actually just pure Fire until it becomes Incineroar. So I deemed having my starter not being the type that my Monotype play with through was meant to be was a bit, you know, not above board, let's put it that way. So I said I would find it. We'd start with Jesse, we'd find out James. And we found out James this episode. Now I need to find the right James, which has actually got good stats. But once I find the James that's got the right stats, then we are going to be motoring. Imagine you treat how much of a difference it is going to make getting Incineroar. It may also be the end of us using Houndoom that often, which is kind of a shame, because Houndoom has, like, low-key been surprisingly useful. But I just can't see me taking Houndoom over Incineroar, and I can't see me running both of them. Okay, Pelipper is in the grass as well. Just full of birds. Let me out. Okay, so I can't go this way because that goes to the battle tower. Anyone have anything important for me in here? No. Have I been in here? What's your quest? You want like Pyukumuku or something like that, or some weird Pokemon. Show you a tiny Pokemon? No, I can't, sadly. Houndoom's only better for Flash Fire. I'm not even convinced it's for that because Incineroar is just so bulky that it doesn't take that much damage anyway and it can Parting Shot afterwards. I think the only difference between them potentially down the line is that if I needed a really strong fire... Wait, what did you want, sorry? Big Pokemon. If you wanted a really strong fire-type attacker, Houndoom probably is better than Incineroar, but Incineroar still does decent damage. I guess as well if I want a special attacker, because currently I don't have very good special attackers, and Houndoom is probably the best one. So maybe they do both see play here and there. You're for the ADM stuff, which I don't need right now. I think then we can just leave. This is the person that does the bottle cap stuff. You're not important, right? I always found this sound really weird. Super Rod. I think this is the thing I often miss. I don't think it's actually opened anything for me, but we've got the Super Rod now. And I don't really get why, you know, come to this place to get the ticket and then go back to the boat again. It's just such a weird, like, design choice, but whatever. Like, why can't I sail from that place? That looks like you could sail a boat from there. Please. I don't need the lore. We've seen the lore. There's a big bad organization, and we are here to beat them up. Okay, so I think I can get another Pokemon here. So maybe let me grab the other Pokemon, maybe we'll call it there. I'm fairly certain I can get a Lullen Meowth here. Hold on a sec. Let me just Google where it is, because I don't think it's in the last one. Pokemon Unbound Safari. And I'm not doing the quest that means you need to catch 20 in a row, whatever it is. It's just awful. Yeah, it's on easy. Okay. How do I do this again? A's ball. Oh, you can run as well. Sorry, I should just not be catching these. Nope. Skip. That's what I want to do. You know what? I'll do it. Alright. One day we'll find the Pokemon I need. There you go. Okay. Just stop moving. Hey, okay, we got a Lullen Meowth. Not gonna lie, I don't know if we're ever gonna use a Lullen Meowth, but maybe. Alright, we need a new villain. Probably should have thought about this earlier. But I didn't. How about... Kind of a bad day, but how about Magneto? Would you count Magneto as a baddie as well? I think he's one of those ones where it's like, he's kind of a villain, right? But they tried to make him good later on. But I think, like, canonically, in my eyes, villain. I mean, either way, I'm naming the Pokemon, so he's a villain. We're not going to continue playing the Safari, because it's all I wanted. I think. Pretty certain it's all I wanted. It's all I wrote down, so it's all we wanted. Alright, let's take a look at these Pokemon. Also, any goodies around here that I'm missing? This gives me a Rotom, I think. I say yes, but I'm not going to do it, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty certain you get Rotom for this, but there's no Rotom mode that's dark, so I don't care. Yeah, I don't remember if there's anything else in this town that I need to deal with. Sure. I mean, not a big ask, honestly. Wait, where's my Protect? I'll teach one of you nerds Protect for a second. I can put this back on, so don't worry about it. Actually, not a bad trade. I do need heart scales. Okay, I'm not going to find all the TMs, but I'll accept the quest. What's this house? You're the fishing guy, right? Just fish as much as you want to. I might have finished the first quest. Yeah. I think you get dive balls for this, maybe? Won't say no. I'm pretty sure he does another version of this now. I've done this, apparently. I'm actually surprised I've done 50. Although it did try doing chain fishing, because the game was like, chain fishing's a thing. Holy shit, that's an insane reward. But I couldn't get the chain fishing to work, so maybe that's why I've got so many fishies. I may have done this, you know. I'm actually stunned that I've done all of them. What do you get for this? I get a Pokemon. Alright, I'll bite. Pun intended. What am I getting for this? Also, let me have a look at you. Technician is probably what you want on this thing. It's actually okay. Like, his nature's pretty good, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, the stats aren't great. But not a terrible example of a Pokemon. So, what do you give me, sorry? Oh, Feebas. No, I don't want that. It's not a dark type. Although it'd be really, like... It'd be really cool if you got a dark version of Milotic. I think that'd be kind of cool. Like, a corrupted curse version of it. Anyway. Good to know for the water playthrough when we eventually get there. Alright, I think I might call it there for this episode, which is a bit of an awkward spot because, like, the gym is literally just down here. But I might have to think about it off camera, because I remember this gym in particular. This gym is Camomon, so my first two moves will dictate the typing of my Pokemon. So I'll have to think about any fun stuff I can do for this one. I also vaguely remember the gym battle it's meant to be water typing, and they basically just abuse Fisher's Rend with Rain Dance and Swift Swim. That's the whole gimmick of the gym. I don't remember specifically the Pokemon, but I do remember that Seeking is in there, and it's surprisingly strong, let's put it that way. But I forgot all the types, so maybe I'll try and put something together. Maybe next time as well we'll do another, like, collectathon thing where I'll run around the map and collect everything now that I've got almost every HM I need. Although I say that, maybe I do that afterwards. Because Waterfall is the last thing I need, and I get Waterfall for doing this, I think. So perhaps we'll beat the gym leader first, and then do a collectathon. We'll see. Anyway, thanks everyone that's watched, and I'll see you again next time, YouTube. Bye!